happy about it. See, we have a huge week again. We have 39 cars on the week for this weekend. Absolutely incredible. Very talented drivers out there, so very competitive series. We have to be part of it. Let's hope to have a good result and last year we won the podium. We expect to go against a strong result this weekend. Yesterday we had a good practice session.
green light, go, go, go.
The wet practice. We look forward to this weekend and the whole season. Hope you enjoy with us. Hope you enjoy the lab. Hello everybody, welcome to the first round of the 2016 Mark Bay GT series here at Misano on the Atlantic. It's going to be my home race. We have them back Mark Bay Sprint Series this year for the class racing team. We'll be driving the number 63 and the number 23 once again. Really happy about it. Here we have a huge grid again. We have 39 cars on the grid for this weekend, which is absolutely incredible. Very talented drivers out there, so very, very competitive series. We have been part of it. Let's hope to have a good result as we had last year. We finished twice the podium. Hopefully trying to go again for a strong result this weekend. Yesterday we had a pre-practice session which was wet, so today is dry. We start again from zero and let's see where we are in the final. We're looking forward to it. Good luck out there. Do the maximum we can and top it. Also do a lot. Not nothing. And start from the last corner, so we'll go to the main straight here on this racetrack. Going approach to this corner now. In 6 years, it comes into the third year, right here we are on street. The position of the car is very important, so the next two corners, the left and right corners, that follow 21 obviously. So you can all the time by positioning the car in the right position.
Green light, go, go, go.
Just trying to. There you go, it's working now. Right, we're just getting everything.
There we go. We are actually on.
There we go. Hello, beautiful people. How are we doing today? We are here today for Formula GT racing. I'm excited. Charlie, are you excited?
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
You didn't even say the end bit.
Yeah, I forgot.
You just cut.
I'll restart then. I'll restart.
We'll start, yeah.
Hello, beautiful people. How are we doing today? We are here at Formula GT Racing League. There you go. For round one at Misano. Today's gonna be a good race today. 3 classes. Run them down the classes. Yeah. Run the classes down for the viewers out there that don't know.
So we've got 3 classes this season. We run this season, this sort of style format in season 1. It was So we've got Pro for the faster guys, Silver, which is for the Pro-Ams, so between Pro, between a bit, and then I'm going to say Pro, Silver, and then Am, which is for the slower end of the pack. So yeah.
I'm just trying to find the stream so I can get it personally.
Someone's saying
But no,
tonight.
Okay.
Hopefully that is better. Is that any better?
Yeah. Potentially. Yes. Right. Let's get this stream up here so we can get the.
We're a little bit unorganised today, aren't we? Because
We are. Yes.
The what's it called? Driver's briefing overran a bit.
Just a tad. Yeah, just a tad. But no, this is going to be good tonight, I think. It's how long is the race? Can you tell everyone?
So 75-minute race, and then you've got currently a 45-minute quali, but that's set into 3 15-minute sections for each class. So AMs are currently out on track, as you can see. Let me quickly just do that, so you can get all the timings on the screen. So yeah, AMs are currently on the track, and they're setting their lap times in this 15-minute session. And then it will move on to the Silvers, who are, if you are looking on the stream, they're the sort of the grey background numbers. And then you've got all the Pros in the white backgrounds. So yeah, we've got a grid currently of 44 cars, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah,
we've had,
really good.
I think we had over 50 odd people wanting to join, and I think a few people pulled out last minute, so which isn't always great, but it happened, and we've got 44 people, which is pretty decent for opening round.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't complain with that. You know, it's a good grid today, and it's not just the amount of drivers here tonight. It's also the level. You know, as you go up further with the pros category, you've got some big names there. You know, Martin Varga.
Martin Varga in the pros.
Oh, sorry, no, Martin Varga's not in the pros. Hunter Davies in the pros.
Yeah. You've got
those some really good
guys. Callum Jones, who's going to be pretty rapid. Who else? Jordan, Rocco, loads of people in the pros who should be setting absolutely stunning times in these sessions. It's a bit overcast today here at Misano.
Yeah, just a tad. That means obviously. Well, let's look at the temperature. What is that? 10 degrees.
19 degrees. Air track is 21, so not too bad. It's kind of pretty good. So we've got quite a few times coming in from the AMs already. We've got Brandon Oystering, I think that's how you say it, in the number 23 BMW from Hexa Racing in first with a 34.355. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. That's a fast time around here, especially for definitely for an AM. You know, that's quite impressive as well. Potentially be moved up for next race. But obviously, you know, qualifying pace doesn't always determine what they're going to be like in the race. You know, anything can happen, especially here with us tonight.
Absolutely.
Who are your top 3 drivers that you were thinking for
in
these
AM?
AMs?
In AM. Well, you've got Reese in the sexual, absolutely sexual Golf Aston Martin livery. I'm in love with this. I can't talk about it too much because I might explode. But it looks absolutely fantastic, and he's had some Toga Racing stuff added to it, which looks awesome.
Oh, is that that's the Golf one? Yeah, that's an absolutely lovely livery. It's actually as well, for the viewers that don't know what we're on about, it's also based off of the real life Aston Martin that ran at the Bathurst 12 hour.
Yeah.
So that was, and you know what, as much as Reese can rock that. You know, there's nothing that, like, in my opinion, nothing goes near enough to the real life one.
Absolutely.
My game is messing up, so I'm gonna have to reset my ACC and reset my timing.
Other people we've got in the class, you've got Kevin Pikiri, one of our Toga, he's a Toga Academy driver and an Formula GT Racing League driver as well. He's racing under the Formula GT banner this week and for this season. He's currently in the pits. He's currently 5th though with a 36.6. Jack Wetke. Wetke? I don't know.
I say Wetke.
Wetke. In the Toga Academy McLaren, he's doing pretty well in P4 currently. Goncalves obviously has been with us for quite a while at the moment. He's currently in the Porsche in 2nd. Just 2/10 off Brandon at the moment in that lovely Manti Porsche. Bart Decoa in the esports, so Toga esports, Aston Martin. Night last, finally being able to get his game sorted and PC sorted. He's in a lovely Abruzzi livery, very, very good. Reese has actually set a really good lap, actually. P5 at the moment, 1:35.4. Wow. That's pretty good from Reese.
That's really good from Indo. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, we were speaking to him earlier, weren't we? And,
yeah.
You know, I'm not sure what his game plan for this is tonight. Maybe just go out and have a bit of fun. But I know Reese. You know Reese. He's going to go out there, and if he's looking competitive, he'll try and make up a couple more positions. To slot in P5 so far is really promising for tonight.
Definitely. I will like to mention we've got a Nissan in this field. Akos Nagi in the Nissan in a very, very sort of retro style Toyo tyres livery. Looks very, very cool. But that would be interesting to see how that goes with that. I forgot to mention Kevin is in the BMW this season. He's switched from McLaren machinery to BMW machinery this time, which is surely going to produce some great results for him.
Let's hope so. You know, those McLarens are quite nimble. They're quite light.
Absolutely.
Whereas to go from a McLaren to a BM, that's quite unheard of in my opinion.
Reese is going to improve massively here. 8/10 up into the final corner. Oh, he's just invalidated on the final corner. That would have put him up really high. Well, let's hope he can get it again.
Yeah, let's definitely hope. People in the chat on YouTube, who do you think will be promising tonight? Who are you voting for? Yeah, for the classes. We don't have a system, but you are able to tell us. We'd like to know everyone's thoughts, opinions, and what you're thinking about incidents that may occur tonight, anything like that, all these shenanigans. So don't be shy to give us a little hello in the comments.
We've got Lyric in the chat. Hello, Michael. Good luck today. He's running our Bentley for the Formula GT. Barry in the Toga Esports Mustang. Bentley, sorry. Barbecue Possum. Luke Wilson returning. He's not driven ACC since December, would you believe it?
Well,
he's been off in Australia, I think it is. Cairo in the pro category as well. Ethan Paulson, welcome in. Finn, Charlie, are you going to switch the classes between races? If people are in the incorrect classes, yes. I'm guessing that's Finley O'Reilly. Ethan Paulson, welcome in, welcome in. 888, is this your fave? Michael, that's yourself. You can't vote for yourself. And Cairo's just said, Martin Varga might go.
A lot of talk around these drivers. You know, it's interesting to see Martin Varga. You know, he's got a bit of his name for himself around it in the Toga side. Toga, he's doing pretty well for himself. I want to see what he's like fending over here against your lot, because
absolutely.
He seems to do well over there. I know Jack Vetka, he's fairly decent and fairly competent at driving. Obviously Reese being a steward over here, I'm sure, and also in Toga, he knows all the little ins and outs, what he can do, what he can't. It'll be interesting to see the difference between the actual driving standards between all the classes and stuff tonight. So yeah, I'm really excited for tonight. Let's hope for a good one.
Michael's just said, why not? Well, it's yourself. You can't vote for yourself. That's unfair, isn't it? And he says, I'll go for Lukey Pookie. Where's Robert? Unfortunately, Robert's not racing with us this season. He's too busy to commit to racing with us. He's got a lot of work going on and stuff like that. So completely unacceptable, I would say. Actually, how dare he not be here? No, I'm joking. It's completely fine. Shame he won't be there, but obviously Luke Wilson being the defending champion, so season 3 champion overall, he'll be looking for a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be emphatic, I think, today. I can already feel some of the edginess around here in this virtual paddock, because it's the lap times are getting set. 2/10 separate the first and second tonight so far in these AMs, and it's looking really, really promising so far. A 1 minute 34.3. That's a pretty decent lap.
That's very good.
Yeah, from Brandon Usterich. So yeah, it's looking promising with the racing tonight.
I mean, looking at the One speed chart, which has all it brings the lap times from LFM, and then it does each 100, 101, 102, 103. That lap time from Brandon, the 34.3, would put him in silver. So that might be a move up in class, potentially.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, because some of the viewers might be thinking this as well. If a driver is showing promising results so far, can they get moved up before qualifying, before the race starts?
No. So we can't do that, because that would require a separate restart, for example. But anyone who's setting times that aren't in their sort of category will be looking at for a switch up. But there's other things that we have to take into account as well. Is if they can do it in the race and their race pace, is it consistent? How can they do it? Can they keep it throughout a whole race? So obviously, if you can do a 33.9 as Brandon has just done, which is very quick. Can you do that in the race, and can you do it consecutively for 5 laps, 10 laps, 20 laps?
Yeah, that's the thing. The driving standard that you need for that, the mentality. It's almost as if you're looking at those lads up a bit further in the pro and silver categories. That type of mentality. It's just all psychology, really. A little bit of physicality does come into it with these sprint races. I mean, they are an hour, but you need to remember that's an hour of blood, sweat, and tears in your sim rig. So and that's probably in a hot, stuffy room as well, because sim racers sweat because they sat there with the wheel. So it's definitely a lot more of a challenge with people with these types of sort of races.
Yeah, definitely. So the AM qualifying has just ended, so people should be coming back to the pits now and completing their final laps. Here we see Cedric Brian in the BMW coming around the final corner. He's currently 13th. And he's going to get back into the pits. Number 66, that's Guilherme Goncalves. He's currently 3/10 up on his time. See where he comes in. Ethan Paulson also voting for Martin Varga. Very good. Guilherme comes into the pits. Shame. Well, just isn't able to finish his lap. 3/10 up. That's actually quite sad. Yeah, potentially. I don't think he wanted to risk a penalty. Michael Comandi, the first driver out in this session, silver session in our Mustang GT3. Let's see what he can do as he starts his lap. Love to see Michael back with us again. And it looks like someone's been DSQ'd. That's cool.
Look at that Mustang. It's so... do you know what? I just had to admire it there and take a breath. Because that Mustang just looks so stable. He is... Yeah. I think he's in full control of that thing, because just looking at it, it's going over those curbs there. It just looks so clean, elegant. Really able to get that turn in here. As you see him coming into this left-hander here, he had a bit of a twitch at the front there, but I think that was just because his tyres are a bit cold, But no, yeah, I think that Mustang's on rails at the minute.
Yeah, definitely.
so far. Yeah.
We've got quite a few Mustangs in this grid tonight. And I'll be honest, I'm sort of moving over to the Mustang lately. I've been driving it. I used to drive the BMW quite a lot, but I'm moving over to the Bentley, to the Mustang. It's so stable, it's fast, it's great to drive, it's awesome.
Well, you see them a lot in the other leagues, from what I've seen anyway, and a lot of them are just for the pure straight line speeds. Now, I did a bit of a Kyle Army 4-hour with the commentary there, and you saw the Mustangs. They were really able to fend off their competitors by simply being able to get straight at the furthest point they could in the corner, get that power on, and just absolutely rocket down the straight. And yeah, we saw it. Just there was lap after lap after lap. Porsches weren't able to get past, Ferraris weren't able to get past. It was causing trains because people were just catching up to the Mustang in the corners, but just unable to get past them because, you know, it's got such that chunky engine. It's able to just really power around like a rocket ship.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those cars where it requires a certain driving standards. What do you think about these Mustangs? How do you think they handle around this circuit?
I've driven a bit of the Mustang. It's pretty good. The setup that I was using was magic dampers, which sort of help you navigate the curbs and all the bumps of the tracks with more ease. So you can take more curb, you can sort of push it a little bit harder than you could without. And obviously the curbs here aren't too bad. They're not, you know, Kailami curbs, for example, or Cheetah, but there's sausages that could really upset your car.
Absolutely.
You've just got to keep it in. But we've got loads of times coming in now at the moment from Silvers, and they're just slotting in with the AMs. So quite a competitive AM field, I think.
Yeah, so far we've got the fastest AM on track. That is Gabriel Schmidt, Toga Academy driver. Yeah, in fourth. In second, now in third for his class. That is Finley O'Reilly. Barry Hargan has just gone second in the class, third overall in the times. That Bentley, you know what? That Bentley, it's a really big, it's a really large car, but it's fast, I tell you. Very fast.
It's very fast. Martin Varga's just taken pole position in class in his Academy Porsche, and he just drifted it around turn 1 there. He's followed by, I think that's Joshua just behind him. No, that's Ethan Davies behind him. Yeah, Ethan Davies there. Another Toga Academy driver. But yeah, loads of people setting lap times in now. Got a big spread of cars in as well, so should be pretty awesome. Hello chat, says Mr. Pockets. Hello Pockets.
Your top 5 so far: Martin Varga, Gabriel Schmidt, Barry Hargan, Finley O'Reilly, and then Josh Wood. You know what? It's definitely a Toga Academy and esports. Oh!
Paul Sadlowski in the Mustang, a 133.3. He takes overall pole and class pole. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Half a tenth up.
Wow, yeah.
AM times. I mean,
tell you what though, Schmidt is looking to be a competitor that's so far 2/10 up at the minute. He's dropped back a bit now on his Delta. Well, he was looking good there, just unable to keep the consistency, I guess. Finley O'Reilly, 6/10, half a second up on his time at the minute.
Oh, big
What's
slide.
his time going to be like as he comes over? We saw the rear lip out from him there. Where he's going to slot in 4th overall, 3rd in class. That was a lovely time from him. 1:34.080. You know what? O'Reilly's car, it looks interesting, doesn't it? It looks like a Louis Vuitton bag.
It does, yeah.
I think it definitely reminds me of like a designer car, which, you know what, suits the Bentley.
It does. He should be in the Formula GT Bentley, but unfortunately the livery designer that we use, Eric, who should have been racing in this, but he's not racing this weekend. His hard drive corrupted, so he's not been able to get it over to us. So Bentley's just
Right,
running.
I don't want to. Sorry, I don't want to jinx it, but Paul's about to go faster.
Again?
1.5 tenths faster, even more.
Yeah.
He has.
33.2.
Wow, 7 tenths. Oh my! Wow, that's an amazing lap. 1 minute 33.242.
Rio,
Not gonna lie.
you know what I've just seen?
What have you seen?
Rain in 30.
What are we looking to?
Top right, rain in 30.
Oh. Oh my. Wow, that's gonna really be. Ooh, I've never seen a rain race, a wet race for ACC before. I wonder what it's gonna be like. Wow. This is gonna be.
That will spice things up.
Wow, that is really gonna mix things up, isn't it? As the race is gonna start as well.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes ish into the race,
Yeah.
we'll have spits of rain. Wow.
Actually, you know what? I think.
Yeah.
I think we could possibly start in the rain because the qualifying started at 6 p.m. in game. We're currently at 6:26. The rain's at 30. The race starts at 7 p.m. in game. I think
we'll
it
be
might be a
starting.
wet
If
start.
it starts at exactly 30 minutes in, which usually it starts around, not exactly obviously because it's a simulator, but yeah, no,
That's gonna spice
probably
it.
around as it starts.
Yeah.
Just gonna have a little look. Finley O'Reilly is going to go faster, or is looking to.
He's up.
Just seems to go down. Barry Hagen is up. Schmidt is up by a tenth. Yeah, wow, some really impressive lap times.
Kudesov in the Audi.
Paul's
the
up by a
Audi's
tenth at the minute.
Wow.
Where's the Audi?
Audi's currently P11 at the moment.
Wow,
Kudesov
that is. You know what? The Audis aren't really looked at properly, I don't think, in this game. No one really runs them. It's definitely a required driving taste. And you know what? There you go. P7 for the Audi.
P6
Wow,
in class.
that is a P6 in class, P7 overall.
Kieran's going
Wow,
to
the team
improve.
WRT. That is amazing. Artem is really knowing how to make that 444 car get around the track as fast as possible.
2 tenths up at the moment is Paul. This
Is he going to go faster? Even more?
He's going to go even more faster than he already is. And, you know, looking at the speed sheet, a 33.2, the time that he's done is faster than 101%. So,
Wow.
Paul,
Wow.
pole time for Silver at the moment is currently in the 101%. That's incredible.
Get him in pro.
I think he might need to be in pro. He's just improved to a 33.1.
Wow.
Wow.
Almost. Right. If he improves by 2 more tenths, he'll be a second faster than second position overall.
Yeah.
You know what? Paul is definitely one to watch for tonight. That Mustang knows what he's doing, I guess. And as we just see there, I think it was that Barry off. I think it was potentially, but he regained it. I think it was.
Yeah, just in front of Paul at the moment.
Yeah. Let's have a look who's up on their lap time at the minute. That Audi, P7 so far, gone even faster. He's P4 overall in class, P3.
Martin
P3
Varga's going to
in class,
improve.
P4 overall.
Martin Varga's in the first sector. He's just gone out of it.
He's just gone out of it, but it's not over yet. Remember, one back sector does not determine a lap. That is something that I go by in life, you know.
Absolutely.
It's a little bit sad as well because it shows how much of a motorsport fan I am.
Mate, you can't be more of a motorsport fan than myself, I think.
Yeah, you're as clean as they come. Right, let's have a little look at who is up so far. Joshua Wood is 2 tenths up on his time. If he gets faster there, he'll slot himself into P9. If he carries on with that there. 3 tenths now. Him and Macy are both up on their times. Josh Wood, half a second up. Wow, okay, that'll put him up where? P6 potentially if he can just get it faster than Barry Hargan.
Go on, Josh, you got it.
3 tenths off. Where's he slotting in? He'll be slotting in. Or was it invalidated?
Must have been invalid. He didn't
Must have
improve
been.
there.
Wow. Oh, shame for him, shame.
So Sadlowski has returned to the garage. Maybe he'll come out for another one. He's got about 2 minutes to get out, get faster. Don't think he needs to get faster.
I don't think he does. I think with that time that he's got so far, even the the pros will struggle beating that time, I think. And you know what as well? I'm looking on the timing sheets, and I'm actually insanely impressed, not only by his driving so far, but the fact that he's fastest in Sector 1, 2 and 3. He's fastest all around.
Yeah.
That's fairly rare to see in GT racing, especially on this here. You know what? He's just been so dominant so far in quali. I'm really intrigued to see what these pros will be like compared to him. And come the race, I don't know whether he'll be in the mix with the pros or he'll be with his class.
Yeah. Barry Hargan's about 3 tenths up on his time. He's just gone straight off as I speak to him. Commentators cursed it. Well done, Barry. Get in for the last lap.
Finley O'Reilly's up a 10th at the minute. He can get that. That'll slot him in potentially 3rd overall. He's 3rd in class at the minute. Can he get 2nd in class?
I think so. Big slide though.
Wow, but he's 4 tenths up for a set. No, he's gone down
He's
now.
lost it all there.
Yeah, lap out the window, sadly. As soon as you see these drivers with the timings, as soon as you see that timing start to decrease, and then as soon as it goes into the negative, once you go past there, it's really hard to get back up into the positive.
Definitely.
Yeah, Macy at the minute is up by just about under a 10th.
Aidan Burt currently 3 tenths up in the Lexus. That lovely.
Wow. A Lexus,
Toyota.
that is something that I haven't heard about in a while. You'll have to slap me silly.
Hello to Rabbit in the chat. Welcome in, Mr. Olaf. Sad you can't join us, but good to see you around. As Aidan Burt comes into the final corner, 5 tenths up at the moment. He's going to improve up to 14th. That's not too bad from him, actually. And currently 5 tenths up is Livio Pace in the Ferrari.
La Lamborghini. I'm going to be singing that when I see a Lambo.
Well, there's no
Funny enough,
Lambos in silver.
Is it? No. Yeah, no, there's no Lambos in silver.
We've got a
Wow,
Lambo in Pro
yeah.
and a Lambo in Am. But that's
P31 is the highest Lamborghini at the minute. Yeah. Wow.
So
you know what? I
time-
am very impressed by Brandon Osterring's time.
Very good.
To be 2nd overall, you know, faster than about 90% of the not the Am grids.
Pro
Yeah,
grids.
the Am grids. Pro grids, sorry. It's been a long day. But yeah, no, to be faster than the vast majority of the pros is really impressive from him.
Livio Pace is going to improve by about 4 tenths here. Goes from 20th to 19th. Not too bad from him. And we have just started the pro qualifying, so pro cars are now on track.
Finley O'Reilly, as we're saying this, is up by just under 2 tenths. This is going to be interesting because if he gets this, he'll be up potentially 2nd in class. No, he won't. Yeah, potentially 2nd in class. Can he get it? He's dropped down. No, he can't. He can't improve, sadly. And he'll be coming into the pits very shortly, I'm sure.
Just coming across. Gabriel's just come into the pits. Number 6. Ethan Davies is going to improve though. 5 tenths up on his time as he comes through the final corner. He's currently 22nd overall, and he's going to improve to 20th, so he just beats Reese there. We've got our pros on track now, so pro time.
Pro time. This is the one that I want to see, to be honest. You know, all of these classes out here tonight will be definitely really intriguing to see. The pros is obviously the pinnacle of where you want to be in this league. It's the fastest drivers out here tonight. I'm going to do a Will Buxton, you know, say the obvious. But no, yeah, the pros are definitely the fastest drivers out there on track. If you can become a pro, you're sorted. You know, even if you're at the back of the pack of the pros, it's still a bragging right, 100%. Because you could be like, well, you know, look at my numbers compared to yours. So, but yeah, no, this is going to be really interesting today. Who do you think in the pros, from seeing the lap times so far, from those classes there, who do you think is going to be your top 3 for these pro drivers at time?
I don't know. I think the precedent that's set by Paul in the silver class, and seeing the lap times that we've had in our practice servers lately, you know, I've seen 32.8s set by some people in practice.
Wow.
So I'm expecting to see the likes of, you know, Hunter Davis, Callum Jones, Cyril. He should be up there as well.
McGonagall as well. We can't forget him. He's. I think he'll be up there.
Michael's saying in the chat, my gas pedal isn't pedaling anymore. Right.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds not good. Get that fixed. You've got 11 minutes.
Yeah, you'll definitely want that sorted out. Jeez, yeah. Imagine that, you're just going down the straight and then it's just, oh, there you go, gone. Right, let's see, the first driver so far.
Callum Jones, P2.
Wow, that's a really good. Wow, the fact that he's up there immediately within 2 laps. Wow. We're also forgetting though, Cyril Villette, that Porsche is lovely.
It's a lovely livery.
Overall, oh, it's just magnificent. I think, yeah, that front splitter, the red outlines just really highlight it. I think. No, that doesn't for me, definitely. Right, let's look at Luke Wilson, 8th overall, 3rd in class. His last time there was a 1 minute 34.052. That's his best time so far. So. Yeah, no, we've got some really good lap times coming in so far, especially being so early on in the qualifying session for these. What do you think is going to be the faster lot of the lap times? Where do you think they'll be averaging?
I think they should be getting in the 32s. I mean, Paul did a 33.1, which is very, very, very quick. As we've just seen Marvin Risenhauer go to 4th overall, 3rd in class in the Bentley. Yeah, I think we'll see some 32.8s.
Wow, that's yeah, that's very impressive. That's interesting though, isn't it, as well, with the with those lap times as well. Obviously, we expect that to. We expect the. I'm muddling up on my tongue here. We expect these pros to be up so high, but we're seeing so far, you know, Paul in that silver category still unbeaten.
Yeah.
Yes, it is very early on, but like, you know, 3 minutes into quali, that's what, 2 laps, 3 laps in, around there.
Absolutely.
Like, what are these guys doing? You know, Villette 4/10 off of Paul's time. If I were these lads, I'd be thinking, how the hell can I get faster? You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how is the silver whooping them?
How is an Am whooping them? I mean, we've got Brandon Oysterink in 7th at the moment. He's beating, you know, everyone but 5 pros and 1 silver. That's pretty impressive, you know.
That's very impressive. He'll be definitely looking for the win tonight for his class. I mean, yeah, definitely. That's mighty impressive from him. Let's have a little look at some drivers that are up on their times at the minute. Evans in P10 at the minute.
He's invalidated his lap time though.
Oh, that's unlucky.
He's got a beautiful livery though. There's the Nvidia RTX McLaren. Gilherm saying in the chat red. I think we meant green for Cyril's car. The green outlines, not the red outlines.
Oh yes, sorry. That's the one. Let's have a little ski. I can't be seeing this right. Ammo plate. Oh, there you go. No, it's fine. It said for a second he's up by 25 seconds. I was like, he is either on a stormer of a lap, or it's a glitch. And it was a glitch. He's in the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine that. 25 seconds. That'd be brilliant. Whoa! As we see Luke Wilson take. Wow. Yeah. He. You know what? Not very far off of Paul's time though. only 600ths of a second. That's nothing. That's really nothing.
That's literally nothing.
Yeah, that's very impressive though.
Currently Ford 1, 2, 3 though. I think that's pretty expected, isn't it? Might see a Bentley up there maybe potentially, but I think Ford at the top is pretty expected in this sort of climate. We've got Callum Jones who's improving as well, coming in the final sector.
Also seen as well, the man in 3rd place overall so far, 2nd in his class. He's just pulled in. He was up by 2/10. That is Matt Townsend. Yeah,
Callum Jones 5/10 up now in the final corner. What can Callum do? P8 at the moment. He's going to P9, 6/10 now.
Oh,
he's going to go 2nd.
P2.
And look at that,
200th of a second
wow.
from Wilson. That is an amazing time by Jones. That'll put him on the front row for this start to come. Yeah, you know what? That is a really, really fast time there. 1 minute 33.6. 0.060.
Yeah.
We're seeing there. I think he went in there for new fuel. I think
probably new tyres. And
yeah, that'll be it. Yeah, won't it?
Yeah.
We're seeing that Wilson is up on his time at the minute, only just though.
We've got Hunter Davis, currently 4/10 up on his time. This field is just incredibly quick.
Yeah, so quick, so close as well. You know, this we were saying earlier. Usterink is up there, you know, and he's doing really well for that AM class, but like you just see the level of these drivers here, and you just think, what, 10 of them are faster than him. Like,
yeah.
One thing I want to say as well is P1 to P15 are all within a second of each other.
And you know what? P15 is exactly a second.
Yeah,
Riley,
exactly. That's really nice. And then you look at P16, 17, and 18. They're not too far off as well.
No.
So it's basically the top 20 are all very, very close together with the times.
Definitely.
That is mighty impressive, to be honest.
Hunter Davis going to improve by about 5/10 here. Let's see where he goes from. 17th to 8th. That's really good from him. 7th in class.
So can Ashley Evans improve on the lap time? They're 2/10 up at the minute, 2.5 now. Drop down to 1. That McLaren is looking very, very speedy indeed. If he gets this here, he'll be up into potentially 3rd overall and 3rd in class. He's already 3rd in class, but he's just getting past that silver there of Sadlowski. Yeah, 2/10 up at the minute. What is this thing with the McLaren? You know, it's definitely going to be a Ford. Look at that, top 5, 4 of them are Fords, 1 of them is McLaren.
Yeah,
the McLaren's splitting them all. We're seeing as well the top 10. What's that? 2 McLarens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Fords. That is immense. And then a Ferrari, Lamborghini, and a Porsche. Yeah, wow, that's definitely a Ford-dominated grid so far.
Definitely.
What's your thoughts then? If you were Wilson at the minute, you know that Jones and Sadlowski are, well, not really much on Sadlowski's cards, but you know that Jones and Evans are fairly close to you on the pace. What do you think his strategy would be for the race?
Luke is a very different character. I've seen him race since season 1, and he's rapid, he's quick. He doesn't need to practice a lot, but he can just throw these lap times out like that. He can really, really rag a car around a circuit and make it work for him. But so can Callum. And Callum and Luke, both quick, able to drive very, very well. And, you know, Luke is defending champion of this series. He's also won our GT4 championships. He's quick. Callum hasn't had the chance. Callum hasn't had the chance to win a championship yet. He only joined halfway through last season, so we'll have to see what he can do if he can go for that. But also, you've got to remember that the classes, there is championships for the classes, So Silver has their own championship as well as AM. So they're not fighting for overall honours or overall championship. They're fighting for classes as well.
Right.
So obviously Callum's going to be wanting to go for that overall championship. But, you know, Paul Soglowski, if he stays in Silver, which I doubt he will, or anyone like that, you know, it's going to be pretty crazy.
Absolutely. You know what? It's going to be crazy anyway because this is GTRL. Oh, sorry, FGTRL. There you go. Forgot the formula for a second. Can't forget the formula. No, there you go. So Evans, P4 overall at the minute, is up on the time. Townsend is up by just over a tenth. 2 tenths now. 3 tenths. Can he go 4 tenths?
No, he's just lost it all there.
Yeah, that's really unlucky. That just shows as well how easy it is to drop down with the with these times. Because I saw it earlier, I didn't want to say anything, but Jones was up by probably 2 tenths in the first sector.
Yeah.
Come to it now though, and he's a second off pace coming over the line. So it's really a factor of, can you keep that pace up and where can you improve? Because obviously, you know, as these lap times decrease and get faster along the track, it's a lot harder to find time.
Oh, hold on, we just had a little bit of a moment in Discord there.
Of course. Let's have a little look at some of the chats over here.
Luke Wilson's improving.
Wilson up by almost 2 tenths at the minute. You know what though? So's Jones. Not as much as Wilson, but yeah, you know what? Callum's doing very well. That both up by a tenth. Ooh, I've also seen as well. Evans is up, only just though by about half a tenth. Wilson's up by 2 tenths. That's mighty impressive from him there. What can he do though? Can he keep it as he's coming up to the line very, very shortly? You know what? This is looking to be a very, very tightly packed grid. You know what? Wilson keeping it there with his time.
Yeah.
2.5 tenths. Wow, that's very impressive from the golden and black Mustang.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car, beautiful livery. It just looks so mean and menacing. 5 tenths at the moment. Wow. He's going to lose a little bit of that. I don't think so. As the session timer has ticked down to the end. So these are going to be the final laps.
Where has he pulled this out? Wilson looking to go fastest. Can he go even faster and get into the 32s?
Yes, he can.
That is the yeah. Wow, that's a brilliant drive from the Brit there. I see he slides in style.
We'll see a lot of that if he wins.
Yeah, sadly Jones was unable to improve. Just under a tenth separate the two though. Yeah, that's an amazing qualifying there so far. That set the grid for our race to come.
Well, Callum's still on a lap.
Oh, he is. I didn't even see it
Yeah.
there. And he has improved.
So is Cairo though. He's going to use Cairo in front to possibly pull him along maybe.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully Cairo doesn't get in the way though. I think this is going to ruin it for Callum.
The dirty air there effect, I think, just potentially affected him there.
Yeah,
no. Messed up, sadly.
Yeah, he's pulled out and abandoned that lap. But Cairo is going to improve though. He's currently last out of the pros, but he's going to improve by about 6 tenths here, which is pretty good.
Definitely.
As he comes in and does 36.
There we are then.
Wow.
So, yeah, we're getting ready for the racing to come. We've got 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes until the race will begin. What is it, 65 minutes?
75 minutes.
75 minutes.
But what we're going to do in this time when we're waiting is we're going to show you our brand new trailer for the season. So we'll see you in a minute. That was an awesome video, wasn't it?
Very much was. I enjoyed it. It was yeah, it was nice. That it's very dramatic. I must add. The music really sells it, and you know what? It's done itself well.
Well, we are on the grid. We've got about 30 seconds till we start, so we'll just quickly run through the grid. Starting off in last, in 47th, we've got Camille Modric. We've then got a Lamborghini of Lorenzo. I'm not going to pronounce his last names. We've then got BMW of Brian, McLaren of Klink, the Nissan of Nagy, Ferrari of Lawson, the Aston of Bart, the McLaren of Night Last, Ferrari of Nightingale, BMW of Kevin, the Ferrari of Reinho, Ferrari of Samuel Cairo, the Aston of Reese. Hello, Reese. I'm going to try not to show you so much. No, we'll show you a lot. We have to show that car, don't we? The McLaren of Ethan, the Ferrari of Pace. Off pace, not off pace. On pace. The Aston of Doucette, Brackstad, Stevens. Oh, and we're moving already. I couldn't even get halfway through the grid for that. Where did we get to? Stevens. There, Stevens in a Porsche. Michael in a Mustang. Barris in an Audi. Aiden in a Lexus. Severio in a Ferrari. Josh Wood in an Aston. Kieran in a Porsche. Jacques Wetke is in the pits. Goncalves in a Porsche. Carl Larson in a BMW. Schmidt in a McLaren. Hagen in a Bentley. Kadesov in a Audi. Barry Hagen in a Bentley. Finley O'Reilly in a Bentley. Jordan McGonigal in a Bentley as well. Martin Varga in the Porsche. Brandon in the Beamer. Marvin in the Bentley. Stein in the Ferrari. Emma Play in the Lamborghini. Matthew Reed in the McLaren. Cyril Valette in the Porsche. F.A. Erdem Ayetin in the McLaren. Matt Townsend in the Mustang. Evans in the McLaren. Hunter in the McLaren. In the Mustang. In fourth. Hello, Mustang. Hello, Hunter. Sadlowski in the Mustang. Callum in the Mustang. And Luke Wilson in the Mustang. Wow, we've got a lot of messages to go through. Yeah,
sorry, I just want to say well done for that, because you did that fairly seamlessly.
Wow.
That was I know that's very hard to do, especially
I
with
tried.
all the drivers here tonight. No, that was
definitely.
very good. Well done. Right, carry on with your...
Gonna go through our chat. Mancunian, welcome in, Monk. Barry said he was up 3/10 and my damn pedals came loose, so I couldn't stop in time. Rip. That's a shame. Isidore, welcome in, Isidore, big car nerd. He's asking you, have you got your new mic, Rio?
Sorry, I have, yes. Yeah, I'm using it now. It's doing me well so far. So yeah, it's going to do me well for a while, hopefully.
Bjorkman in.
It's great.
Welcome in, Bjorkman. He's saying congrats to Luke. Cool video. Now to stick it in the wall. Good luck to everyone. Have I been sick? You sound a bit nasally. It might just be my mic. I'm not sure. We'll see. But we are.
Here we are then. We're coming around the final corner. We're about to go green. Let's see what will follow. It's 12. You know what? It's a Ford top 4. This is going to be exciting, emphatic, all in between. What will follow?
Green.
And we are racing.
3 wide already in the mid-pack. Luke Wilson takes... Oh, 3 wide there as well. Oh, loads of 3 wide. Matt Townsend nearly takes out the back of Hunter there in P5. He rejoins safely behind. Oh, and big spin there. Who's that? Oh, big wreck. Oh, I think this might be a red flag.
Words.
This should be a red flag.
I don't really know a lot about GT racing, but I'm sure that it's not supposed to be like 10-pin bowling. That's sort of what I'm seeing there. It's Porsches. It's a mix of Porsches, Bentleys, everything. Someone's in a wall there. That'll be the Bentley, I'm pretty sure.
I'm going to call a red flag here. I think that's a lot of cars to have gone AWOL there. We're going to have to do a restart for that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the video, I guess.
Do the video again. We'll give you the video just for a second. But yeah, Mank just saying there, just about to say a good start. Yeah, until it all went wrong. We'll see you in a few minutes when we get the race back underway. And well, we're back again after that awesome trailer for the restart of the race.
30 seconds.
Got 30 seconds until
Right,
it gets
30
underway.
seconds to go. Yeah. Right, this is
Take
let's
two.
hope there's- yeah, there you go, take two. That's the best way you can say it. Action, take
20
two.
seconds.
Yeah, this is going to be hopefully less carnage. I saw a comment back there. It says, "I've got a
10
hunch
seconds.
that there will be a Ford that will win this."
I think
You know what?
that's not far
yeah,
off.
Yeah. You know what? That's a pretty good hunch.
Definitely.
Right, let's run through the top 10 so far. Overall, we have Luke Wilson in P1, Callum Jones in P2, Paul Nadlowski in P3, Hunter Davies in P4, Ashley Evans in P5. That's the McLaren who's splitting all of the Mustangs. P6 is Matt Townsend, number 85 there with the Mustang. P7 is Cyril Vallette, 969 there. P8 is Effa Erda Aitken. Yeah, there you go. That's the McLaren back there. P9 is Emo Plate. P10 is Matthew Reed. That is the top 10. Yeah, well, let's do top 20.
Top 20? Ooh.
We could do, yeah.
Go on then.
Rocco Covielli is P11. P12 is Steen Donkerville. P13 is Marvin Reisenhauer. P14 is Brandon Usling. P15 is Martin Vargas. 16th is Jordan McGonigal. 17th is Barry Hagen. 18th is Finley O'Reilly. 19th is Artem Kudevskov.
And then Gabriel Schmidt.
Sorry.
You missed
Kudevtsov.
Gabriel.
There you go. And then Gabriel Schmidt.
Well,
Gabriel
hopefully this goes a lot better than before.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
This
Yeah.
is not another red flag. No more red flags. That's the
never
only
know.
one of
You
the
never
session.
know. Yeah, you never.
I never know, but I hope there not be. That's going to be chaos
we
for
hate
us.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
We
that's basically what
really
it is.
do.
Chaos.
Yeah. But yeah,
Right.
an impressive 47 cars out tonight, which is really awesome. And it looks like all of them got the start this time. Currently looks like Ruzgar is stopped at the side of the track and reversing. He's going to get DSQ'd though in a minute if he doesn't start hurrying up to get into the formation.
Mr. Wilson warming up his tyres at the front. He's watching that gap to Jones. Oh no, my bottle just broke.
Oh no.
Dear. And it leaked all over the floor. Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well.
That's the thing for another time, eh?
Anyway.
Right. Final few corners
Here we
until
are.
we get going again. What I did meant to see before was that the race started even before everyone got through the final corner. So, you know, chaos the whole time, entire time. It's bound to happen.
100%. 100%. That just shows the grid and the amount of cars we have here today. You know what? Let's hope that we get a better start. Let's go. Take two for these drivers here tonight. Who will win it? Will it be a Mustang?
Green light, green light.
Absolutely.
We will find that now. Let's go. It's green, 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 and we are racing. The drivers at the back are making their way fairly simple. There's contact between there.
Callum Jones into P1 already, as there is chaos behind.
There's carnage behind, but it's not as crazy as last time, that's for sure.
I think that was Brandon Oystering. Brandon Oystering, the pole leader in AM class, got involved in a collision there. That's not good at all.
That is
But
really not good.
Callum Jones into the lead from turn 1. He's just got to fend off now, hasn't he? Keep it clean, keep it going. Hopefully he can get that one too.
Wilson was fastest overall, so and it was marginal, very, very.
Yeah,
close.
definitely.
So these two are definitely in a league of their own tonight.
Cyril and Paul
I'm
side by
really-
side.
Lovely, lovely move back there. What can Villette do?
Ooh.
Porsche looking to go side by side with the Mustang into the braking zone now for this right-hander.
You a bit delayed. I think you might be.
Potentially, who knows? We will find
Oh,
out.
what's that? Barry Hagen taking the grass there instead of the kink. That was another chaotic start, I could say.
Yes, but not as bad.
Not as bad.
Definitely not as bad. Yeah, I don't think we can get worse than what we had there.
Jordan McGonigal with a drive-through.
Oh,
Jordan's
Wow.
got a drive-through. I wonder if that's for out of position on Stark. So is Oysterink as well, and Finley O'Reilly. Oh, Finley, come on, Finley. Really? Can never escape them, can you?
oh, that is an Audi. The Audi of Kirill. Going wide, side by side.
Ooh.
Kirill and McGonigal.
Finley's just taking out
Oh, no,
loads of
Macy,
cars.
Sorry, Macy.
Finley.
It's what happens though, isn't it? If you don't keep your nose clean, something always comes back to bite you, and in this
Yeah.
instance, it's a penalty. So
It'll be a
that's sort of
penalty later,
what
yeah.
happens. Yeah, definitely. At the minute, the fastest lap and the last lap so far is Wilson
Yep.
with a 1:36.7.
Those
That's a
were
decent
oh,
lap
big
from,
chaos, big
from-
chaos. Kieran Macy looks like he's spun it in the hairpin and collected a few cars there. I'm not sure who that was, but even more chaos.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Who is
that was a
back
rejoin. That was a bad rejoin. And that collected quite a few cars. That's really not great to see.
Oh, absolutely. You know, that's, it's just what happens, isn't it? Finley O'Reilly's got a drive through there, as we said earlier. But no, that's just, I think, a lack of awareness.
Yeah.
And definitely lack of thinking, I think. Let's
From a lot of these
bring our
guys,
attention back to the top two, though. Callum Jones has got a 7/10 gap to Wilson. Wilson's trying to reel him in and not let him escape. Obviously, it's still a long way away until that checkered flag drops.
What I have seen, though, Sadlowski with the fastest lap and has just overtaken Hunter Davis as well.
Wow. You know what, that Mustang's looking to try and reel him in.
Yeah.
Especially if Jones and Wilson start to fight. I'm sure that that train of cars behind will definitely try and get in with the mix. I think if I was Jones and Wilson, I'd be thinking, okay, we know that we're both on similar pace.
Yeah.
Let's try and get away from everyone. Work together for the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes even. And,
I think it might be possible for them to work together until the pit stop, or until one of them pits.
Eventually. We're seeing Hunter Davies though, side by side.
Almost.
And he gets it into the right-hander.
Oh, Sadlowski goes wide. And he's going to go through.
Hunter's
Hunter's going to go through.
Now what can Vallette do? Can Vallette get 2 in 1? He picks off the Mustang. But can he get the other? I don't think he can.
No, I think
Just
Hunter's got
doesn't have
this.
that straight line speed. Now what we're going to see now, I think, is the fact of that big rumbly engine of the Mustang. You can really see the difference between some of these cars and the Mustang in straight. Because look how much that Mustang is all over the rear of the Porsche now. Very close indeed, especially on the straight. As see, there you go. Slightly later braking obviously helps, but still, the V8 will definitely help.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Robert's just said
it's a good factor to have.
It is.
You know.
Robert's just said in the chat, spare parts costs here at Misano have gone through the roof. Yeah, spare parts are going to be aplenty this time. Let's have a look through a rundown through our classes. I think that should be the best thing. So we've got Callum leading Luke, and then Hunter Davis in silver. You've got Paul Sadlowski in 5th overall at the moment. Martin Varga in second in class, followed by Barry Hagen in 3rd. You've then got Carl Larson just behind Barry in AM P1. Reese in P2 in AM. Wow, Reese! Wow. Hello!
Reese, come on, Reese.
And then Jacques Wetke in the McLaren in the Toga McLaren in 3rd. Closely followed by Kevin Picchieri from the GT Racing League BMW. So really good job for all of our racing team drivers.
You know what? Everyone in general, to be fair.
Yeah.
Everyone's really good.
So it does look like we've got one person in the pits. That is Lorenzo currently in the pits in his Lamborghini. It looks like he's just dropped down. He's about 3 laps behind, so he might have got involved in a pretty serious incident at the start, I would expect. But he's rolling again and going to come out of the pits. Currently, Jordan McGonigal is the last of our pros in 40th overall. Finley O'Reilly, last of our silvers in 43rd, and then Lorenzo obviously last in class.
So I'm on board now on the bonnet cam with Sadlowski. He's all over the back of that Porsche, definitely desperately looking to make a move at some point. You know what, like we were talking about earlier, that straight line speed of Mustang is definitely helping. The Porsche is just so nimble through these corners, as it appears, really able to keep it behind and stay within reach of an overall podium position. Sadlowski, though, I don't think if I was him, I don't think I'd call hybrids.
You know, I've just seen something. Sorry to interrupt. Reese with a drive-through. So
no.
In 2nd place in AM, he's going to drop down the order with that drive-through. He's going to be beating himself about that. But still plenty of time to go.
Yeah, that's a good shame for Reese. We're definitely deeply disappointed for him, but hey, game's a game.
Lots of time to go.
That's what happens,
Yeah.
Vallette is all over the back of Hunter Davies. What can he do? That Porsche eager to get past. This is the battle that I'm watching at the moment. See Sadlowski, as we were saying earlier, the silver class, he's leading it, and by a country mile if I may add, with Martin Varga. P12 overall, Sadlowski P5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
I think he's going to be the first one to get moved up into pros for the start of next race, which is next weekend. We've got Barcelona next week, so that should be interesting.
Oh, Barcelona.
Yeah.
Oh, as we're saying that Sadlowski won't make a move. He goes up the inside of the Porsche under braking.
Very good move.
Holding him up, I guess. What can the Porsche do? Looking to defend the position and stay within their rival for the class podium. Yeah, just manages to defend it off of Sadlowski. So Sadlowski disappointed, very delighted.
Definitely. This is just awesome racing that we're seeing tonight, I think. You know, we've got 3 classes of really, really quick drivers. You've got the people in the middle and then the slowers. But Finley O'Reilly with another drive through him, it seems. Will he get going? He's stopped though, so he's not serving his drive through at the moment.
How odd.
That is very odd.
Right then.
Reese Indo looking at Brackstad here. Oh, big slide there for Reese. Well held. Very well held. I wonder if that was a track limits penalty. 5 seconds is currently the gap between P2 and P3, so Luke is leading by 4.5 seconds to Hunter Davis.
Oh, that's, you know what, that's very impressive. I think they're definitely, as we were talking about earlier, I think they're definitely working together.
Yeah.
We're going to see a bit further on later them battling it out, hopefully, especially with the pits. We heard Callum earlier saying he doesn't think he needs to practice them, but that just shows as well what level they are with the competency of this game.
Yeah.
They're so relaxed with their driving standards that they don't need to.
Definitely.
Yeah, and as you were describing Wilson earlier, I'm sure Wilson potentially was doing something similar.
Just got a line of cars just rumbling through this awesome track. Finley O'Reilly still in the pits. I wonder what's happened.
Maybe he needs to go for his tea. I'm just watching the line. Oh, contact back there with Rosenhauer on and Coviello. Yeah, looks for the inside, unable to.
Oh, and again, contact again there.
Oh, what is going on there?
I'm just going to do a quick 15-second replay from that. Hello. Marvin comes through and then nearly takes him out. That's not good for Eisenhower at all there. But they're still going on.
Right, so the gap between Callum Jones and Wilson at the front, between the top two, it's just under a second. 8/10 separate them, 6 seconds from Davies and Wilson. So yeah, you know what, these lads are definitely using strategy to their advantage, and they know that they've got the pace, because they've proven it in qualifying. It's definitely going to be a bit more of a scrap for third position, I think. As much as Jones and Wilson will fight for P1 and 2, it's definitely going to be a scrap for third.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Callum looks like he's just got a little bit more of a gap there now.
Potentially, if what I've seen happen so far is Callum will stretch a gap and then back off a bit.
Yeah.
And then that will allow Wilson to catch up a bit, and then Callum will yet again stretch off.
Yeah.
And then back into Wilson will catch up and they go there. I wonder if the reason why Wilson's backed off a bit is because of the dirty air.
Either dirty air or
as
tyres.
Well, may I say, Callum is starting to lap them now, so the leaders are coming through to lap the AMs now.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think these guys must have been caught up in incidents or have pitted or something like that. I don't think it's early enough in the race for them to already think about lapped cars. Yeah, that 71 looks like he's got a bit of damage, and maybe that Mercedes has as well. Yeah, look at that, a bit of damage on that front. But this could help.
So Davies will be desperate to get these cars out of the way.
This could help Callum though.
Really strategic.
look at this, because Luke's being blocked by 2 cars battling up ahead. Oh, and contact there between the 2. That was a bit of unpredictability with the lapped cars, but that's let Callum get about 2.5 gap now, it looks like.
Yeah, 1.1 seconds between Jones and Wilson. So, Luke, I think he'll be a bit annoyed from those lap cars there. They got out of Callum's way fairly fast there. As we see a car come onto the track after an incident, I wonder what happened before them. I'm not too sure. Oh well. The good thing is that they got out of the way and damage was done. We've got 1 minute remaining until 50 minutes into the race. Now we're going to see.
Yeah, I've just noticed. I think Finley's given up the gun for this race. He's still in the pits, and he's just sent a message in the world saying that he's not going to continue. He got punted twice by 2 cars, and then got 2 drive-throughs. So, I mean, to me, I would say continue, but you've got to be careful.
Yeah, you've got to respect what people want as well. It's all about being fair with each other, and if you're not, then it just makes it a bit unenjoyable.
Absolutely.
But that rarely happens. From what I've seen of this league so far, it's really good so far and very enjoyable. How many people are watching on YouTube?
Currently got 28 concurrent viewers, it looks like. So welcome in all 28 of you. That's incredible.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you all for joining us today. We've still got an hour of action following, so don't go anywhere. And yeah, hopefully we can get up on more streaming platforms.
Yeah,
for sure.
Sadlowski and Cyril are going side by side. Yeah, I think Sadlowski's going to be in pro next week. I think that's without a doubt, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm just seeing Townsend goes past, but Aitken is really struggling, I think, to keep up with these lots. Oh, it's so close between them. Oh my word.
And you've got lap traffic there as well. It's not helping anyone, is it?
No, it's really not. It's actually making me tense here. I'm really stressed out for them. Wow, yeah, one thing with me is I get very, very much into
and they've just... Backmarker's just taken out them! Oh, no!
You know what it's given me? It's given me Max Verstappen Ocon Brazil vibes.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
what that just gave me. Oh, no.
So we've just had a backmarker take out one of the top 10 it was at the time. That's really crap.
You know what, that's Evans there. Evans dropped down into P15 at the minute. You just got to feel from them, don't you? Really got to feel from them.
Absolutely.
Trying to get past these lapped cars, and it's what happens when you go past them, I guess.
Yeah.
A bit unpredictable at times.
Absolutely. But that's why they're in AMS. They're either their lap times or how they race is not ideal. So I think they've got a lot of learning to do.
Definitely, but this is what we sort of allow people to do. Make mistakes. It's okay, just don't do it again.
Yeah, as long as you learn from your mistakes and don't do it again, fine. Obviously, you'll get a penalty or a little slap on the wrist, but once that's done, it's done.
Yeah, there's no snarkiness with it, really. Yeah, it's very much. We recognise that people are different with their skill levels, and we always try to help out with mentoring.
Yeah,
I know. You yourself, Jones, I'm pretty sure Davies as well. Reese, I know, does a lot of mentoring as well. So
Barry as well.
Yeah, Barry as well. Yeah, Barry's very good. I'm just watching Risenhauer and Reed. They're fighting it out at the minute. Can that McLaren get past the Bentley? Wow, you know what?
I don't think so.
I must say. No, there you go. The straight line speed of that Bentley is immense.
Yeah.
Compared to that McLaren. One thing I've found with my experience in driving McLaren is it's very nimble. very easy to turn in. You know, you turn in and it goes where you want. Personally, for me anyway, that's how it suits me. Whereas with that Bentley, it's rather heavy, a bit like the BM, but
Yeah,
just like the Mustang, it's got the straight line speed,
definitely.
and you're really able to just get the power on and just whack it. And yeah, it's lovely.
It is. Should we go
Right,
through
let's have a
our
little
classes again? I think that's a
Yeah,
good
let's go
chance.
through the classes.
So obviously Callum leading Luke Wilson by a second and a half now, with Hunter Davis 7.8 behind them. They're just going through to turn 1 while Hunter's coming through the last corner. In silver, you've got Paul Sadlowski in P5 overall currently, and then Martin Varga in the top 10, P2
Wow.
in class. Absolutely insane from Martin. He's got Marvin Reisenhauer just on his backside at the moment. And then third in class is Barry Hagen in 12th overall. So really good job from all the Toga boys. Leading the AM class is the 986 BMW of Mehmet Aras Kara Larsen. I think that's how you say it. Jacques Wetke in 24th. And then Goncalves in 27th at the moment. Kevin Pikiri currently 4th still.
There's a battle for third now that it's so
Hunter's
so
been.
close. Sadlowski, can he get past Valette? I don't think he can. That's not really his plan. I don't think. Right, this is not something I thought I'd be saying, but a silver is battling with the pros.
Well, yeah,
And top 5 as well. Like that's
insane.
Yeah, that's very impressive. That's very impressive.
And it
Martin
looks like
Varga as well. I just want to say
incredible.
very good. Top 10, silver class at the minute. Potentially, if he can keep this up and keep on making positions, potentially he might move up to pro for next week. We don't know, but yeah, this is very impressive from these lads.
I think myself and not Hunter, myself and Barry have created a monster with Martin. He was affectionately known as Mid Martin. Myself and Barry have done a lot of coaching with him, a lot of mentoring with him, and we've created an absolute monster in Martin. So he won Rookie Wednesdays at Toga in the last season that was just completed, and he was absolutely ripping that.
He was mental. I'll just say that for the people that haven't watched Toga before and are new to all of this stuff. Toga, they run this thing called this runners championship called Rookie Wednesdays every Wednesday. The season is over at the minute, but
Starting our next week, I think, the week after.
15th, I think it is. 15th of February, potentially. But yeah, no, Martin was unstoppable in some of those races. Just leading by seconds. It was scary to see, to be honest. Very, very scary to see.
Scary to see, and now he's gone from, leading races in Rookie Wednesdays and winning the championship to a top 10 position in a pro championship. I think that's really fantastic.
Very, very fantastic. His level of driving that you guys have coached him with is definitely being showed right now. The lap times he's put in as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Got to look at some of his lap times.
We've got Cairo Samuel and Samuel Bratzad both in the pits from the pro categories. Samuel's been in for quite a while, it seems. Just going to get my stuff in. He's been stopped for 2 minutes now, so that's not good. And Kai has just come to a stop, so we'll see where he comes out of the pits if he does.
Right, let's have a little look at some of the action a bit further down in the grid. Wood has made 2 positions there, it seems. Oh, Michael Hockermandy. He's 23 minutes. Hockermandy in MP23 at the minute overall. He's in the silver class and he is all over the back of Siviero. Wow.
Yeah.
He's doing very well so far.
He's also repping the Formula GT livery.
He is as well. It's just
absolutely fantastic.
It does look nice. I've got to have a bit of a soft spot for it. I can't not.
Absolutely.
Right, so we are just under, just under 25 minutes into this race so far, out of the 75.
Now we have got a pit stop window, which is, I believe it's 10 minutes in the middle of the race. So 75 minutes, it should be around the 35-minute mark. So we've still got a few more minutes until that happens. But that will be interesting to see what people do if they wait till the end or come in immediately as it's open.
Hagen has made his pass on Coviello in P11. The Toga esports driver definitely looking to gather up a bit more positions overall. P11 overall, P3 in class. That didn't change his overall class position. So he's still, oh my days, Coviello almost outbraked himself into the rear of the Aston. No, the Bentley of Hagen. Yeah, that was very close between them. I don't know if you saw that there.
I didn't. I was watching Michael Poccomandi absolutely rip that thing with Matteo Silviero. He's got Jack Wetcage just behind him, but they are side by side and they're battling it out hard with Michael and the Ferrari. P22 and 23.
Here we are then. Oh wow, this is going to be a lovely little battle here between Silviero and Poccomandi. So can the Mustang get the edge on the Ferrari? We're also seeing as well in the background Vetka reeling them in. So Vetka right now is licking his lips. Not because he is he's second in the class overall, so I couldn't think of the word there.
Yeah.
But also because he's showing that he can keep up with some of these silvers. And
oh, Michael goes really wide.
Wow, yeah, Michael, yeah. Definitely going wide there as Vetka is catching up. Will he join the train and will he make a move? I wouldn't post if I was him. I'd sit back.
Let the chaos
happen.
happen.
On whether or not he's getting held up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, clean air is always a important thing. So we need it.
Oh, 100%. You need to get past these drivers. As you said there, clean air is a huge factor in this racing because these cars aren't like F1 cars. For people that don't know what GT racing is, I don't either, so you're not alone. But from piecing together, it's basically like getting cars, very fast cars, and then making them faster. And putting cool enhancements on them. But the downforce on them is nothing like an F1 car. They are very much still race cars, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So when you get in the dirty air, it worsens the grip, it worsens the steering, it makes it hell, basically. There's literally no words other than to describe it by hell. It's horrible. But so that's what Vetka, I think, might potentially be thinking. Let's get out of this dirty air, get in front of these two lads, and push on more, so I can get into clean air and get some good laps in.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let's have a little look at some of the people. Sadlowski, all of the rear of Valence. You know what? He's been on great form so far.
He's been so good.
Amazing, absolutely emphatic. Yeah, he's been very good today. His driving standard is commendable, very commendable.
Yeah.
I'd say. And yeah, from start to finish, as soon as he came out in qualifying and was setting those 33s,
we knew we had something. Yeah.
Yeah. We knew that he'd be up there. We knew that he'd be doing what he's doing. And you know what? He's sticking with it. The last lap there was a 1 minute 34.7. Best lap is a 33.8. Yeah, you know, Jones's last lap there was a 1 minute 34.2. So what? 5/10, half a second off of the leader's pace at a silver. Well done. You know what? Well done.
Very well done.
Yeah, well done, Paul. That's very good. So far, who do you think would be your best driver per class?
Per class, I think it's got to be Callum Jones. I mean, in pro at least, Callum Jones. He took the lead from turn 1, lap 1. Obviously, we say, you know, races aren't won in the first lap or turn 1, but, you know, I think that move on turn 1 was so important for him. He's pulled a 2-second gap already. You know, only 15, 25 minutes into the race. I think, you know, if he can pull that gap and keep that gap and finish the racing first, I think he's on for it. In silver, I think, you know, we've got to say Paul. We keep hammering on about Paul. Set blistering lap time in qualifying, absolutely on the pace, battling with these pro drivers now. He's going to get moved up, obviously, but again, if not Martin Varga, look at him, P8 currently, nice healthy gap to the car behind, and he's on the pace. He's doing 34s, 35s in race pace, which is pretty decent. In AM, I mean, obviously we've seen that Carl Larson is leading by 10 positions over the next car, which is Jack Wetke.
A fair chunk, we'll say, yeah.
But this is Carl Larson's first race with us, so we're going to have to see where he goes. See how it goes for him, see what he can do. I think Reese obviously had a really good start as well. Got through most of the incidents, was third in class as well, which was pretty impressive. Pit stop window is now open, so we'll see who comes into the pits. See if any of these guys come into the pits as they're passing through. Doesn't look like it.
What do you think Jones's idea now? What do you think his strategy is with having Luke right on his tail, 2 seconds behind? Would you pit early on and wait, or would you pit very last second?
I think for Callum, I know what Luke will do. Luke will wait till the very, very last lap. He can do it. I don't know if Callum will sacrifice his position. So I think Callum might wait for Luke.
Yeah, you know what? I sort of agree with that. What would you do if you were in Callum's shoes? Would you, you know, as you say, because that's what you think Callum might do, what would you do personally?
I mean, he's currently sat in a really decent amount of clean air. So he's not got too much to worry about in front of him with lapping cars. If he can just keep these lap times going and going, I think he'll be fine. Yeah. He knows how to reset his tyres if they overheat or start not gripping enough. He knows how to reset it. He'll take a couple of laps just to regain his thoughts. So go a little bit slower, watch out for his curbs, watch out for his track limits, and go. But the other thing that we've got to think about in this race is track limits. Track limits. As we've already seen it, drive-throughs, there's been loads of them.
Absolutely.
There's going to be more. Guaranteed. So
yeah,
it's going to be, where is Callum on his track limits? Where is Luke on his track limits? If they've got 3, they're going to be risking it. They might come in a little bit earlier. But we are only just, 4 minutes into the pit window now. And they've not come in yet. So we'll see what they do. Keep an eye on. But we have got some people coming into the pits already. You've got Ashley Evans in the McLaren. George Stevens, Dennis Doucette has just come out. Kieran Macy's just coming out. Cedric Brian coming out as well. So that's quite a few people who've already pitted and got their pit stops out the window.
Sorry, really hate to interrupt, but Coviello's got drive-through.
Coviello drive-through, no. That's not great.
That's not
Again,
great, is it?
Track limits.
Yeah, there you go. It literally proves, doesn't it? As he said, there's going to be more drive-throughs, and bang, here we go. Commentator's curse. How do you feel about that? Are you feeling bad for him?
No. I think it's easy to get track limits here, but it's also easy not to. You've just got to be in that right mindset to serve each lap the same every single time. Watch those track limits, and he does come into pits now. Service drive-through. You know, I think, you know, it's just you're sacrificing everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Lawson and Oystering are also into the pits as well. Both AM drivers. Oh, Oystering's got a lot of damage on that BMW there. He was involved in a pretty big incident at the start, so we'll see what happened there. So we've got Barris and Barris with the drive-through as well. Marvin Reisenhauer right on the back of Martin though. Look at this. And he's going to go through. Martin's not going to let him bully him and just let him go.
No, that's fair. You know what? That's a very strategic idea from Martin. They're not in the same class. There's no point fighting. You're only going to slow each other down and losing the positions. One thing though is Barry. That now means that there's only one car between Barry and Martin.
Yeah.
Can Barry catch up in the pit window? It's definitely in the grasp of him.
Yeah,
Hargan's,
definitely.
Hargan's doing very well so far. Wilson in the pits as well.
So Wilson's
trying
pitted.
to undercut Jones.
Yeah.
Wow. Loses out a couple of positions now. As they come on around, what will Hargan do?
Martin stays out. Hargan
He
stays out.
as well.
AM leader is coming into the pits. Kyle Larson coming into the pits from 13th overall at the moment. And on his marks. Nice.
What's Vetka going to do? His rival for his AM position.
Josh
is
Wood
in
comes
the
into the pits.
So we've seen a lot of these drivers pitting now.
Jack Wetke in the pits. P2 from AM in the pits. Goncalves stays out, so Goncalves will take class lead.
Surely, I want to know, if you are new to the game and you are wanting to get into sim racing, get into this sort of stuff, but don't want to get these penalties in races, what would be your tips and advice to any new sim racers that are not wanting to get these penalties?
Just drive carefully. You know, don't. Obviously, you want to be on your limit if you're battling or fighting or trying to set off personal bests and stuff. But 3 wide here. Wow, that was risky. But what I will say is just don't take risks. Be cautious. Be careful.
Sorry, I just want to say back there, Corviello, Goncalves and Civiello are all battling at the minute.
Yeah, we saw a 3 wide moment just a minute ago, so that was pretty impressive.
Right, there we go. Carry on, sorry.
Yeah, I think Martin's just come into pits as well as Barry, so P2 and P3 in class are in. Well, I think Schmidt from P4 class. I think just be careful, be cautious, you know. Learn the tracks well enough, learn the cars well enough so that you don't. So you can understand where you can abuse the track limits, for example.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's a great advice there, you know. One thing that a lot of these drivers need to understand is you look at the pros and even the likes of Sadlowski and Varga and Ethan Davies. Everyone in the top 15, I'd say, know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think. And a lot of these drivers are it's top 20. I'm seeing all the names from top 20 onwards, like below. I'm seeing names that are very well experienced, been playing sim racing for a while, know what they're doing, and know the ins and outs of most cars and tracks and things. I think a lot of these new drivers, especially the AMs, people that are quite rookies to ACC and sim racing as a whole, I think they're looking up to these drivers and thinking, I can do the same as what they're doing.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't.
I hate to
Simply,
say that,
you can't.
but you can't. Not yet. You can't do it yet. That's the main word in that sentence. Yet. If you want to, you can.
You've just got to go. You should put the time in, put the practice in, put the effort in, and make it work.
Absolutely, that is what you've got to do. Likes of Callum, you know, he's been playing sim racing for years, and you know, you and me are both lucky enough to be friendly with him and be quite close with him. He has spent literal years playing sim racing.
Yeah.
So the fact that, and it's proven as well, you know, he's the fastest lap of the race so far, and he's leading by
12 seconds at the
12
moment.
seconds. Yeah, like that just proves, doesn't it? So I hate to say it to all of you rookie sim racers out there, but
You can't beat the pros.
you can't be the pros yet. You've got to put the dedication in, put the time in, and eventually it will come.
Yeah.
You've just got to trust the process. Callum Jones comes into the pits then, so he will be trying to get it done as fast as possible. So that means Villette will be taking the lead.
Yeah.
Yes, he will, yeah. Villette will be taking the lead. Sadlowski. Wow. Sadlowski will be second overall.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
That is mental. I'm sorry. That is mental. I've got to sit down from that one. Wow. Well done. Well done.
Let's see where Luke is in
another
relation,
thing.
though.
Oh, yes.
See if the undercut's working for him. He's currently got some traffic with him in the kink.
So Wilson down in P11 overall. Jones looking to try and make sure that he doesn't overtake him through the pits. Jones fast stop there as he's coming out now. That's his pit stop done for the race. Hopefully no more.
Luke's just coming through the final corner now. He's got this Ferrari in front of him, which is really blocking him. Ferrari's not pitted yet and is in a different class. So Luke's going to be wanting to get past him as soon as possible. I think Luke's undercut didn't work.
I don't think it did either. Can Jones get past him? No, we can't. So Jones down in P8, Coviello, 4th position, P7, and Wilson P9. So yeah, it didn't work. What Wilson wanted.
Yeah.
The gap though between the two are 4.5 seconds. So that is what we're wanting to see. This is the battle now that I'm watching personally. Callum Jones on Coviello. How many laps do you think it will take Jones to get past him?
The thing is, Coviello's not pitted yet. He's got just over 3 minutes to pit. He's going to have to come in. I think, you know, if it was me, this lap, last one. Don't leave it too late because you might miss out the chance to do it. Matt Townsend stop and go 30 in P11. Michael Buckamandi drive through. I told you earlier.
What's going on, lad?
So Matt's must have been a stop and go for speeding in the pits, which has, completely ruined any chance of him getting anywhere, really.
Yeah, definitely. I just saw then Jones did get past Coviello, so it wasn't a matter of laps, it was a matter of corners.
Matter of
We
seconds.
estimated. Yeah, more like. But the gap between himself and Luke Wilson is
It's dropped a little bit, but
4 seconds, 4.5 seconds, I would say, 4 seconds.
But I think if
between Jones and Wilson.
Coviello battles with Luke Wilson as much as he did with Jones, it might be harder. But also, you've got a car in front of Luke Wilson, which is Kevin Picchieri, lapped obviously, which might take into account. Ducette with a drive-through as well, just served that. Nathan Davies in, Matt Townsend still out on track with his stop and go. I think this is going to be an interesting final 30 minutes, I think, with the opening of our season. Hunter Davis in the pits from P2. So Marvin Reisenhauer leading the race in the Bentley.
Should was. I thought I recognised Ria's voice. Yes, it is me. I'm
That's
doing a little
Mitch.
one off her with these lots. It's very promising so far. They're doing well. Yeah, it's a good league. This I will say, and that's not me saying it's a good league because I'm commentating on it. It is, you know, it's well run so far, and as I'm sure throughout, and yeah, it's very professional. So if you guys haven't already, I would definitely suggest joining the Discord. Where can I join the Discord from, Charlie?
I have just put a message with our Discord link in the chat. So click the link.
So yeah, click the
it.
link in the chat, and you can go there, and you can have a little chat with everyone, get known, get help at sim racing, and you can be racing at some point. Will they be racing? Will they be able to race this season, or is the sign-up still?
Sign-ups will be opening after this race. The issue is obviously we are massively oversubscribed. We can't guarantee you a place, but we run on a first-come, first-served basis. So any drivers check into the races, and it's that order that they come in. So if there's, I think we're limiting it to 50 because that's what most tracks can handle. I think all the tracks that we've got on the calendar are all 50 cars. So that's as much as we can handle. That's the capacity we've got. So if there's space, and you know, happily you can come join us, but it is a first come first served, and there's no guarantee that you will be able to race if you join later.
Let's have a little look at some of the action. Is there any? It's at the point of the race now where I always find halfway through the race it gets a bit boring. That's not just with this league. Pitman is closed now, as we just heard.
Yeah.
But that's not just with this league, that's with most leagues, most races in general. To be honest, as you get through the halfway mark, people are spread out, they're quite relaxed, they're thinking, okay, still got another half left, let's see what we can do.
Yeah. They're also getting into their groove, you know, they're settling into a rhythm. Hopefully that rhythm's working for them. They're settling into the rhythm. They're just pumping in those lap times, getting it done, making sure their pit stops are done, making sure they're not cutting any corners, not making contact, and they're just going through it, you know?
Yeah, they're checking the boxes, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, someone that has been checking the boxes is Sadlowski.
Yeah.
Man.
We need to stop.
E4 overall, that is just immense. If he gets a podium, which...
It might be hard. He's got 9 seconds to Cyril Valette in third at the moment, so I think the podium overall is out of the question, but in class, he's got it. He's absolutely dominated this race from the outset.
Yeah, he really has, Varga, P10 as well overall.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's immense. Barry, P12, and Schmidt right behind him there, with that 3.5 second gap to him. So yeah, it's going to be really quite, I don't know, insinuating, I think, between them all, and quite insightful.
Yeah,
to see what everything's going to be going on.
It's incredibly hopeful for a lot of these drivers who, you know, I'm quite friendly with, you're quite friendly with, and I've seen race elsewhere. Just seeing them do so well. I mean, obviously Callum leading the race from the outset, really. Luke Wilson doing an absolutely fantastic job to try and keep up with him and just deliver. He's delivering, you know.
He is delivering.
Hunter Davis, one of my team drivers, absolutely fantastic driver. He's currently P5 overall, P4 in class. He's going to be hunting down Sadlowski. Hopefully he can get past, but we'll see. Marvin Reisenhauer, no, absolutely not. Marvin Reisenhauer in the beautiful Bentley, which was just sparking up there. Absolutely awesome sight to see. Marvin Reisenhauer took pole last year in the wet at Suzuka, in Honda actually it was. And that was incredible. Obviously, Martin Varga, absolutely, you know, we created a monster, Barry. We have created a monster. Barry Hagen, obviously, doing really well. Gabriel, doing amazingly. Josh Wood, Ethan Davies, Stein Dunkerwolf, Jack Wetke, Jordan doing very, very well for his debut race with us. Kieran Macy, one of our team drivers as well, doing decent in the silver class, followed by Michael Mandy as well. Kevin Pikiri absolutely smashing it. Currently P3 in the AM class. That's not bad for Mr. Kevin.
Wow, that's very good.
Kevin showing what he's doing. Night Last just behind him. They've got a good battle brewing, I hope. You've got Bart DeCure, George Stevens, Reese doing very, very well, trying to redeem himself from what he did.
I was just looking at Reese there. 8th overall in this class. That Aston looks lovely.
Fantastic.
Just a lovely sight to see, really. Yeah, no, I love that Aston.
I've commentators cursed it. I've cursed it.
But I love it.
I've cursed it. Kevin Picuri's just been passed by Knight last into P3, so Kevin Picuri no longer on the podium, but he's still there. Come on, Kevin, push it. Also, Akos Nagy in the Nissan doing pretty well. 36th overall at the moment in the AM class. Really good. Coviello is just coming out of the pits. He's dropped quite a few laps actually. He's currently on 26 laps, whereas the leader's on 30 laps. So 4 laps down. I wonder what's happened to him.
Yeah,
so late in this race.
Rather peculiar there, isn't it?
Martin
yeah,
Varga
it's
catching
definitely
Ashley Evans for P9 overall.
See, if I was Varga, I don't think I would bother trying to get past Evans.
No. Top 10 result.
Yeah. Top
Keep
10
with
results
it.
great. You don't want to risk any contact, and it's not even in your class, you know. So
Exactly.
both cars in front and behind aren't in your class. Like, you're set. You're set. You don't need to push that hard with them. Obviously, you need to push to keep up with them, but you don't need to stay fighting through these positions. Because from now on, what Sadlowski, P4 overall, P1 in class, he's not catching him realistically unless he makes a crazy mistake and crashes.
Or a drive-through.
Or a drive-through, you never know. But from the level that we've seen here with the competency of his driving, I doubt that's going to happen. Touch wood.
Speaking of Wood, we've got Kudesov and Josh Wood battling out for P1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 in class at the moment. That was a good one, wasn't it? Good transition.
That was a very nice transition. I wanted to praise you on that there, because that was a great way to go through it. Right.
Josh Wood trying to defend off Kudesov here in the Audi.
Yeah, it's a very tough thing to do. You know, that Audi is looking quite mean. I love the livery on it. Really nice.
It also
really
sounds
stands
incredible. Audi V10s, absolutely. Can't get anything better. Well, you can get anything better, but unfortunately they don't really race much anymore.
Straight pipe it and we'll see.
Straight pipe it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. Oh, getting very close to the back of Woods there. I'm just on board with Kudesov on the bonnet cam. And yeah, he's really all over the back of that Aston. Wow, that Audi is able to
Brake late.
stop in time. It's
Late
really
braking.
good at braking. Late braking. It's a little inside joke that all of us have. Actually derived from myself.
Yeah.
From
You were driving.
My absolutely amazing driving school at ACC. You know, I like to put it out there.
Oh, there we go, and here he goes. Through he goes.
Kudesov up the inside of the Aston Martin of Josh Wood. The Audi is looking to catch up to Schmidt next. What will Wood do now? That's what we're about to see. So Schmidt is up the road now, and you know what? 15.8 seconds. He's not really looking to catch him.
Got a drive-through here for Kamil Modric in the 41 Mercedes in 41st. Wow. As we've got a battle between Kakarel and who's that? Oh, Carl Larson, 2 of the Anatolian drivers. But look, MO plate coming through. Lap traffic. Always going to be important in these races.
I'm also looking at a three-car train between Townsend, McGonigal, and Siviero. McGonigal, obviously one of the pro drivers, really looking to get past that silver with Townsend all over the rear of him as they almost make contact.
Wow, that was close.
McGonigal makes his way there. Oh, almost contact between the sides of the cars. Now there's a silver between the two classes. Yeah, there you go. That Mustang is looking to try and get the straight line speed on him. And he's gone
Easy
past
done.
him, so hunting down McGonigal now. That's Townsend.
And they've got the Nissan up ahead, just a lapped car.
It's quite interesting to see the strategy involved with that.
Yeah.
I've noticed this a lot as well. It's very much a strategic game. We saw McGonigal flashing his lights along the main straight there, just signalling, "Oi, get out of the way." Yeah, basically the best way to say it.
Although you say that, obviously the blue flag rules. We're not F1. We don't expect you to just get out of the way instantly. You can, not defend, but you can hold your line. You can keep your speed and keep your pace.
Oh,
but
contact between Siviero and Townsend.
oh no!
Just under braking there. It wasn't anything major, but
So quick replay.
Siviero is looking to potentially lose a position to Macy. So, yeah, they'll be battling now.
Oh yeah, I see that. That was a light tap on the rear
Oh, no.
of.
That wasn't Macy, sorry, that's a
Siviero.
lapped car. Sure. Well, no. So I'm watching now, Townsend's all over the rear of the Bentley. Scotsman ahead, looking a bit, he is Scottish, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. This is
Well,
going to be a
well,
big battle.
Oh,
Ooh.
no, contact, Townsend.
And
Oh, you're
Siviero
underestimating
behind
how
as
much he
well.
needs to brake there. So that Ford, that Mustang there, really unable to grasp the sense of how far it needs to brake, how late it can brake. Do you know what that was?
Late braking.
Late braking. Yeah.
You
no,
know what
he-
as
he
well
was really
is Matt Townsend, sorry to interrupt, he drove with the Aston Martin last season and delivered some really good results. So I don't think he's used to the Mustang yet. I think he's still trying to dial it in, get used to it, change his techniques possibly, and sort of dial it in. It might just be an issue of he's not used to the car yet. He's got to grow and develop into learning it. But he is going to close in on Jordan here. Look at that insane overspeed coming into the final sector.
Will he make it up the inside? He just tucks in behind the Bentley. Now, at this area now, between the cars, that gap there, this is where you're going to start to see a bit of dirty air come into play. The closer you get to the car, obviously, the closer the dirty air will be in effect. So we're going to see, hopefully, a move come into play now. The back market is ahead. Now, what will happen? Can Townsend get him under braking? That Mustang eager to stop. Gonna go around the outside. They're still side by side. Yeah, right, there you go. That's Townsend up there.
You know what? You've got Callum Jones there lapping them already. So Callum Jones just gets passed through Jordan. Jordan lets him go. I think that was pretty fair. Team orders possibly from the Toga boys.
Potentially.
Martin Varga on the back of Evans with Reed and Barry Hagen all in a line. 4 cars here in a line, 4 position. You've got 2 classes here, 2 pros, 2 silvers. This is going to be tight.
This is definitely going to be tight. We're just looking now at Martin Varga. And, yeah, wow. It's not often that you see 4 cars all in battle for position.
This late in the race, yeah.
Yeah, definitely not. 18 minutes on the clock now. 18 minutes remaining of the race. And, yeah, it's very unlikely to see this many drivers all so closely packed together.
Gap currently between Callum and Luke is about 7 seconds, so Callum's really pulled out this gap, and I think Luke's strategy of pitting earlier, doing the undercut, has not worked.
Yeah, no, that was definitely one of those things. I saw a comment earlier on the live stream. It said, "Is Luke's undercut working?"
No.
It was a while ago back there, but yeah, there you go, the straight answer.
It's not. It's not worked.
Yeah, it did not work. Luckily though, he didn't lose out of position, so it was worth a try, and there's no harm really done from it. Just a bit unlucky with Callum's expertise in strategy, really.
Yeah, definitely. This four-way battle is so intense. All of them about 2 seconds between them all. And Martin is just closing, Barry's just closing, pushing on that pressure. What I would like to say, everyone, is thank you for joining us today. It is incredible that we've got so many of you watching tonight. If you haven't already, subscribe, give us a like, let us know who you're supporting, who you think is going to win, And as I've said, as I've put in the chat, join our Discord. Come join the fun.
Yeah, and it very much is fun. It's not really, I mean, it is competitive, but it's nothing like esports. You know, it's not world finals.
Well, around the outside,
Everyone has a laugh.
nearly. Matthew Reed nearly went for a move there, but I think he screwed it.
Comes
And Barry Hagen,
Bump
that contact, yeah,
what happened last
on
month
the
in
inside.
Togo.
Ooh.
Oh, contact between him and Reed. So Hagen just couldn't hold his line there, it appears. What is this pro doing? It appears that the pro is just got some sort of a difficulty grasping the fact that these silvers are
Fast.
yeah, they're fast.
Very tight racing here, though.
Very close between the two. Inches between each other. Hagen using all of the racetrack. Can he go around the outside? Can he go with the switchback?
Switchback.
Oh, Reed just defending that inside line. So you know what? Hagen is unable to get past the McLaren.
But
what will he do on this straight?
that Bentley has insane straight line speed. I think that McLaren, yeah, look, here it is. Barry Hagen on the inside. Immediately sails past. Literally, as we say, Bentley is a boat. It sailed past. Wow.
Yeah,
We're on it.
absolutely.
We're on it today.
It's not a boat, it's a speed boat.
Oh, it's a speed boat, yeah.
It's a jet ski with a lot of weight to it. It's a fat jet ski. Here you go, it's a fat jet ski.
One thing that we've not actually mentioned this entire race, and I'm really surprised with it, is the BOP, the balance of performance. We are using a sort of hybrid system for this league. We're using LFM BOP for, you know, the Ferrari, the McLaren, the Mustang, the Aston Martin, the Porsche, etc. But then the people who decide to drive the cars like the Bentley, the Nissan, the Lexus, the older cars, the Audi, you know, we're using a hybrid system so that all cars are equal and, well, at least hopefully able to be equal. So as you can see, Ford Mustang's got 0, Porsche's got 1 kilo, Lamborghini 8, McLaren 7, Bentley minus 40. That weight reduction for the Bentley is going to help so much.
Oh, Reed almost sending it off the track there. Did not expect Hagen to break that early. Wow, the McLaren almost sent it off there and yeah, really was unstable into that corner. That may have been dirty, yeah?
Yeah, potentially.
Not sure if you saw that there. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, I did see it.
Just, wow, yeah, very much a tense moment.
But you know what this is doing? This is letting Martin Varga and Ashley Evans just get away. The gap now from Martin to Barry is 2 seconds. But look at this, Martin Varga trying to make his way. Oh, Martin Varga gets tapped by a BMW. Oh no. That's going to be a bit damage there for Martin, and Barry is going to try and get through. These are lapped cars. Or George Stevens. Barry Hagen sends it up the inside. He's created a little bit of a gap there as well to Matthew Reed in 12th place there. This is insane. Stein Donkerwolf has just got past Josh Wood, 4th position. Not in the same class though. So
yeah, it doesn't really matter as much. But one thing that does matter is the fact that Hagen can see Varga.
yeah,
That's going to mentally drag him along more, give him more of an incentive.
absolutely.
Push harder, get these laps down, you know, white to white. That's what I always say with my real life racing. And you've got to almost put your mindset in a state of qualifying.
Yeah. Oh, Matthew Reed just had a little bit of a mistake there and has dropped a couple of seconds. Yeah, Barry Hagen flashing this lapped car out of the way. He wanted it to get out as soon as possible so he can charge on to Martin Varga in front. But go on then, tell us a bit about what you do then and your real life racing.
So I've done a few things in my career. I've done 4 years of British short oval stock car racing, which I was did well in that. Two national championships and records, which is nice. And then recently, probably about a year and a half ago, moved to karting, which is a very much a different ballpark.
Absolutely.
From front-wheel drive cars to rear-wheel drive rocket ships. Yeah, it's definitely a completely different thing. What I was talking about earlier though was the dragging effect, is what I call it. It's almost hunting, and you can see it in effect now. Barry is hunting down Varga. When you've got a car that's 8/10, as in Barry's perspective now, it's very much a case of, I can see the car, I can see what he's doing, where I'm gaining time, where I'm losing. This is allowing me to see how I can better my driving.
Yeah.
He knows that Varga is his rival at the minute on the track. And you can see here now how much time he is chunking out of that Porsche. And it's all in the fact of not only his driving, which I know Barry is very good at, but also the fact that he can see what Varga's doing.
I think one thing as well that you
what hasn't.
absolutely. I think one thing that we've got to mention here as well is that obviously Martin just had a little bit of a tap there from one of the other cars, one of the lapped cars when he was passing. So Martin's got a little bit of damage to contend with here, which might be sort of slowing him down a little bit here.
Absolutely. That is always a factor as well. Even the minute damage to the car, it's still damage.
Yeah.
You don't forget. And yes, it was from the rear. And a lot of people think, well, it's on the rear, it's not going to damage anything like that.
Splitter.
Well, it will. You know, that rear end is going to be all over the shop for Varga now, and it's damage. You know,
Yeah.
like you say, Hagen.
Hager. I love that.
Hager, there you go. All over the rear of that Porsche. 1/10 splitting the difference. Can he make a move looking to go around the outside? It's wheel-to-wheel racing. This is what we want to see. Toga on Toga. Round the outside action. No, he can't get it. Can he get the switchback though? Like we said, that jet ski with a lot of weight is really fast in a straight line and is just able to outmaneuver the Porsche. What can Varga do though? All over the rear of Hagen. Bit of contact between the two.
Oh, they take
And
each
that's
other out.
Hagen off. Oh, that is not
That's
what you
not
want
great.
to see.
10 minutes left to go as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's very,
devastating.
Very sad there. Yeah, Hagen. He actually lost a position there in the class,
Quite a few, yeah.
and that'll put him out of the podium in his class. That's really sad. A tough sight to see, definitely.
Yeah.
But it is racing. That's what happens, isn't it?
Yeah, and so we're not live stewarding this. This is all going to be post-race stewarded. So we've got a sheet that is connected to our race control software, which picks up any incident. So we'll look through that later on. Schmidt has a drive-through, so Barry's got a get out of jail 3 card, eh?
Wow, that's very lucky. Yeah, once in a blue moon sort of moment there from him. It's almost as if the motorsport gods went, "Here you are, Barry.
Have a good one."
Sorry about that, mate." Yeah, here you go.
But also
We'll do
Bart
that for you.
Decora, Bart Decora in the esports, Toga Esports, Aston Martin as well, also with a drive-through, so he's coming to serve that. That's two Toga guys with a drive-through at the same time. Not good, is it?
It's not been good for the Togas. Well, I say that they're leading in the majority of the classes, but it's just little silly mistakes that they're doing.
Yeah.
Track limits, getting drive-throughs, having contact
Stop
with each
and
other.
go
just as we saw
for
there.
Gabriel Schmidt.
What is that Nissan doing? Wow. He took the idea of blue flag to get out of the way very seriously, going for a little lawnmower ride. That Nissan, I don't think I've ever seen suspension be so stiff in my life. That thing was jumping up and down like it was on a trampoline. You know when you're on the trampoline
Yeah.
and you're like bouncing your legs really, really fast, like seeing how fast you go. That's
Yeah.
what the rear end of that white Nissan was doing. Yeah, very, very odd to see.
We've got
shows
Ashley Evans with a drive-through from P9. So Martin Varga is going to go back up into the top 10. Gabriel Schmidt has a stop and go 30 from probably speeding in the pit lane, I would reckon.
Yeah, probably. That's one of these things as well. It's not like a game right now where you can have, F1 where it's like you go into the pit and then it's automatic. It's all manual, even the pit limiter as well.
Yeah.
You've got to make sure that you've got all of it nailed. Like we were talking about earlier, these lads in the pros, a lot of them don't really need to practice their pit lane shenanigans, you know, the things that they're doing, because they've just got years of experience doing it. Whereas these amateurs and some of the silvers still need to practice
Definitely.
their pit stops. Definitely. It's one of these things as well where a lot of people don't actually think about, but it's what is definitely a main factor for losing positions.
Yep.
Not only track limits, but also pit limit speed.
So Callum currently leading by 8 seconds, which is incredible.
Absolutely. You know, Callum's been on great form today. I'm just looking at Goncalves at the minute.
Yep.
He is leading his class, and he is all over the back of Davies now. Yeah, that's a brilliant move as he's looking to go side by side with the silver driver. They're wheel to
Bit of
wheel.
contact,
What
side by
can
side,
Porsche
door banging again.
So the Porsche is looking to get past that McLaren there. You know what? It's just absolutely emphatic here. It's class on class action. Not something we'd really see tonight, but it's proven Goncalves really knows what he's doing, it seems, and is able to take it to these higher class drivers, really.
Yeah.
And this is what we like to see. Almost contact between the two as he's looking to get past him as fast as possible. Where's Vetka? Vetka 2.1 seconds down on a on a 66 car. So I'm on board at the minute with him. What can he do with final
Sends
corner?
it up the
Wow.
inside. Contact. Oh, he spins himself. Oh, no. And that's Luke Wilson he's just caught. Luke Wilson has been interrupted in his flow, so Luke Wilson loses quite a bit of time there. He's now got the gap down to 13 seconds from Callum Jones. Luke's not going to be happy with that.
No, definitely not. This is not what you want. Realistically, there's not a lot of stuff he could do with the gap that he had. But I think he just needed to keep his nose clean, and it was quite unlucky that he couldn't there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fault him at all for that there. He was just a bystander, I think. But he's got damage now. He potentially will be having damage. Let's have a little look. See what he's got. I can't see anything on the front. I think he may have come away unscathed, potentially. That's very, very lucky. I can't see anything on the rear either, so yeah, potentially the man in second position has come away fairly bubble wrapped.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a bit of loss of time and a bit of loss of ego, I guess.
Absolutely. So, what is your idea now? If you were Martin Barker and you were Barry Harmon, what would you be thinking would be your strategy?
Well, we'll come to that in a minute, because P13 Stein Donkerwolf has got drive-through with 3.5 minutes to go of this race. Not good.
No,
I
definitely
think
not. That's not what you want at the late stages of this race.
Absolutely. I think what Martin should do is keep locking those laps in. He knows what he's doing. He just needs to be consistent and confident with what he's done. The incident might have been his fault, might have been Barry's fault. That's what the stewards will look at afterwards. But, you know, just drive normally. Don't worry about the penalties coming, because it might not be his penalty. But, you know, you've got to feel for both of them, because both of them in great contention for a potential top 10. Barry obviously missing out on that, and you know what you could say is, you know, Barry's the teacher, Martin's the student.
Definitely.
You know, Barry's going to be kicking himself for that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the contact between, they're in the same academy as well. They're in the same team.
Yeah.
Obviously, Toga. It's not what you want, is it? Especially with them being so close with the relations. It's not great for them.
It's not great.
Hey, you've got to look over though. Barry's still taking home third position last, and Vargas taking home second.
Yeah.
So in the end, it didn't really play out as what they wanted, but that's still great. You know, Saslowski is in a different postcode, really.
Absolutely.
You can't really fault him for that.
Stein comes in to serve his drive-through. Joshua Higginson, lovely to see you, Josh. He's saying, Callum be like speed. Yeah, he is just speed this race. Absolutely so quick this time.
Yeah, he's been untouched, really. Yeah, he's just been in a world zone.
Yeah,
I think he'd be a bit bored, to be honest.
He would.
But I tell you what, though, if he wasn't good at this track, which he was, but if he wasn't already great at this track, he'll be even better by the end from the amount of laps that he's done.
Well, you know what?
It's just...
Callum actually did a 6 hours of Misano race yesterday, just yesterday, and he came third.
Wow.
He missed out on that win, but he came third. He got that podium. So I think he did 4 hours off that 6 hours. Hunter Davis, who's currently in P5 overall, he also did that race. They did it together. So they came third. So I think, Callum will be incredibly happy with this result. Hunter will be, he's 4th in class, 5th overall. He'll be more than happy with that, I think. Considering how last season went for Hunter, he was crowned the outstanding driver of the season because his consistency, his results, his pace. He was just so smooth and so high performing throughout that entire race, entire season. He deserved that, and he missed out on a potential championship run because of the first round last year. He got taken out in the first race, and now he's P5 in the first race of the second season. He's got Emma Plate just behind him, but I'm sure that Hunter will be able to keep it in. We are now on our final lap, so we're going to take our eyes to Callum for this final lap of the race as he goes through some lap traffic here for the final time on Misano. 47 laps in the book so far of this season. Absolutely fantastic. Actually, you know what? This is our first race of 2025. Welcome to 2025. It's taken a while, a month and a bit. But first race, 47 laps in the cards at the moment. And Callum Jones going to come out on top. Incredible.
Yeah, he's been absolutely unfaultable, really. We haven't really seen a lot of him, but I'm sure he won't be annoyed with that. He's been flawless, may I say, and he's only got a couple more corners to go. Yeah, he's been absolutely through the depths of it all. From the great lap that he started on in qualifying that put him in P2 in the class and overall, to taking the lead at the start. He's led from the first lap, he controlled the pace, and now he takes the checkered flag. It's Callum Jones who wins here today, and a very well-deserved win, may I add as well. Luke Wilson will be coming home in second position if he keeps his nose clean, which he has. He comes home for second position. And yeah, in third position now, Cyril Vallette. That is your top three for the
exceptional drive from this Porsche here. Really, really great. Paul Sadlowski going to come home as well, taking class honours for silver. P4 overall, absolutely incredible. Excellent drive, excellent performance in qualifying. Just driven it so clean and well done. Martin Varga, followed by Barry Hagen, just a few seconds behind, will be our silver P2 and P3. P1 in AM went to Jack Wetke. Congratulations, Jack. Goncalves P2. But we're going to see Martin Varga here come across the line to come second in class. A very, very good job. And could potentially be a win next time out in round 2. As he comes through the front corner, Martin Varga, followed by, is that Ethan Davies? I think that's Gabriel Schmidt. Yep, Gabriel Schmidt just comes in there. Knight Lars also podium for the AM class. Barry Hagen P2 and Kudesov, well done Kudesov in that Audi P3 in the silver. Bjorkman saying well done Callum and Luke, well done both of them. Absolutely fantastic drive from both of them. We will be doing some post-race interviews, so if there is anyone who would like to come join us for some interviews, now is your chance. If you can join the what's it called? If you can join the waiting room in our Discord, and we will drag you up. We would love to hear from Callum or Luke or anyone in the top. Really, any class leaders would be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, what a race! That was really fantastic, wasn't it? Gripping.
Absolutely. You know, yeah, very, very gripping. We saw a lot of that action there. Funny enough, in the top 10.
Yeah.
We couldn't really keep an eye on everyone down the back, but I'm sure there was a lot more as well. You know, from the red flag at the start with all that chaos and carnage to getting a more cleaner restart to the race, with then Jones obviously just absolutely leading. I think it was every lap he led.
Yeah.
Probably, potentially.
I mean, he didn't lead
you
every
know
lap,
what,
but he led
very
all
well
the laps
deserved.
that he was doing, so absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
We've got Callum here, so we're going to grab Callum. Callum Jones.
Hello.
How's that?
Oh, I'm very happy, as you can imagine.
Absolutely. I mean, redemption for yesterday, I guess.
In a way, I mean, I was happy with the result yesterday, and it's obviously very good practice for the race today. So.
Yeah. How was that?
No, I was qualifying. I was frustrated. I got held up by Cairo.
Yeah.
On 2 laps. Final lap would have put me on pole potentially, but yeah, obviously on the second start managed to get a better run off the green light and just chucked it around the outside of Luke. And obviously Luke, being the good driver that he is, gave me enough room to do what I needed to do and managed to hold the position. And yeah, just went from there. He obviously kept me honest for most of that first stint. But I think in the pit stop he lost a bit of time and I did the overcut. And yeah, just after that, getting through the traffic, I think I had a better time through traffic than he did. And
yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, we mentioned it at one point. Bjorkman asked in the YouTube chat if Luke's undercut worked. Yeah, no, it didn't.
No,
absolutely not.
We had one straight answer, and it was no. No, he played it fairly well, just trying to undercut you, I think, but you just had the pace on him.
yeah, I think.
Just got a question. Sorry.
Go for it.
So leading almost every lap of the race, that's like very very unlikely in a league like this, to be honest, with such close competition. What was your idea coming into today? You know, in qualifying you started P2, and what was your idea knowing that, you know, Luke was right beside you at the start?
Well, obviously, as you saw, the start went about as well as it could. Just tried to get at least alongside him into the first chicane, so I could have an opportunity to get the move done. As Charlie mentioned yesterday, did the 6 hour at Misano, and I spent the entire first hour stuck behind a car. I just couldn't overtake it until they made a mistake. So I knew I needed to get out into that clear air, then I could go and do my own pace. So that was my plan, ideally. Obviously, didn't know where I was going to qualify, and obviously starting on the front rows is a good thing. So yeah, it worked out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, you did really well there. I don't think you got yourself muddled up in any controversy as well.
No, nothing.
No, nothing.
All the lap cars, yeah, were pretty good as well. So yeah, clean race.
What was if you could give out some tips, because we've got a fair amount of viewers in the stream at the minute. If you could give out some tips to people wanting to be a bit more like you, what would you say to them, and how can they sort of achieve what you're doing?
That is a tough question. I mean, I've been doing this for so long. That's mainly the only thing. It's just racing and practice, just time. Honestly, time and getting in the situations that you need to be in. It's just time and experience. That's pretty much all I can come up with at the minute.
That was literally what we talked about, wasn't it, earlier, Charlie? We solely said the way how you drive like these guys is just solely by practicing. How did you keep that level-headed mindset after that crazy start where we had to go red flag? How did you keep a level-headed mindset, I guess, I don't know, and get those laps in?
Well, just been in the situation so often, it's essentially become normal. So
it's natural. It's second-hand, I guess. It's natural.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just another race start after a red flag, so you just set your car back up and and get going and just reset and go again. It's basically you just remove the first start from your head. Anything that happened, it didn't matter, and you just go as if it's the first start.
Smart. Right.
Well, lovely
There we go.
talking to you,
I'm,
Callum. Congratulations.
Indeed. Thank you very
Well
much.
done.
First win in FGTRL.
Well done, very well. Well, it's a potential championship winner.
Well,
Potentially.
Luke will run me close. I know.
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
It's going to be a great season, I reckon.
Yeah, well done, man.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Right.
We're now going to get in P2. Are we going to get P2? Luke Wilson. Luke Wilson, where are you? Luke Wilson!
He's not there. He's not in the waiting room.
Well,
Strange.
We'll
Should we
get
get someone
in
else in?
who we got. Paul was silver. We'll get Barry in. No, Martin. Martin.
Yeah, let's get
Martin!
Martin. Hello. How was that, Martin?
Not the best race, but not the worst.
P2 overall in your class. Can't really be annoyed with that.
It's more about some of the incidents I had.
Yeah, we noticed them, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got rear-ended. I hit a car. There was a car moving and braking and blocking me. Every time I went for a dive, it was bad. There was so much chaos, and I went too slow into the pit lane, so I lost all the advantage I had to the other cars.
So a couple things obviously didn't go to plan today. What's your mindset on making sure they don't happen again, and how can you improve further?
I think I didn't do as much practice as I usually do. I was a bit focused on other races. I've been mostly doing other stuff this week, so I didn't get a chance to properly put down some practice. And to be honest, the car just didn't feel great around here. I feel like I didn't properly learn the car's movements around the track, didn't learn track limits good. I also didn't take care on the tyres too well.
Well,
Oh, right. Okay.
P2 in class, that's not too bad. It's probably going to be, you know, if you can keep this up for next week, it's probably going to be a P1 because Paul is definitely getting moved to Pro. What do you think about the rest of the calendar, the rest of the season? How's it going to go for you?
It depends more on my car. I think at Hungaroring I should be very strong. Barcelona might also be strong. But then Silverstone might be my weakest track, so I'm going to take a big hit there.
Fair enough. Well,
All right.
congratulations on P2 and on your top 10 result. Absolutely fantastic result. As we've said multiple times in the stream, me and Barry have created a monster.
Yeah, he honestly didn't stop talking about it. I'm not gonna. Every time you came onto it, it was very much me and him both had me and Charlie both had a conversation of how well you were doing and the lap times you getting was commendable, mate. So yeah, well done.
Congratulations.
Well done, mate.
Next up, we're going to get Barry in, P3. Barry!
Let's repeat that. Should we just do another Barry?
Barry!
Barry.
There he is.
There we go. Barry's there.
Tough race, eh?
Nope. Not even remotely happy about that.
What happened with you and Martin? Was that you or was that him?
Nope. He punted me twice. I got spun around by a McLaren on, I think it was lap 26. I recovered and we were side by side. Going into sector 3, I got the run through the fast right-hander and then he just tapped me around. And I've just looked at it on the replay as well, actually. And then quite a few laps later, did a switchback move on him, and then I haven't fully looked at it yet. But I don't know who was at fault for that one, but I need to review it. I was involved in far too many incidents that race, some of which were my own fault.
Fair enough. Well,
I did kill Finley at the start, and
I've heard.
there was a BM in the first start. This BM took me out he completely murdered me before the red flag. And he was right up behind me again, so I was being very cautious of him, and then just misjudged it slightly and hit Finley and spun him. Because he was half looking up my inside as well. The BM was, so I just misjudged it and made a mistake, and then I took a lunge at Martin early on in the race and missed my braking point, and there was a McLaren that I did collide with. I let him back through, I didn't take the position or anything, but I still hit him, so... Probably a couple of penalties coming my way. That was not a clean race at all, not happy about it.
Well,
Hey, well, you finished.
you finished,
Yeah, in
and
a
there's
pretty
next
good
week.
position, so yeah.
Did I? I have no idea.
You finished in
P3
third.
overall in class, wasn't it?
Yeah,
P3
P3 in
class.
class. Yeah.
Probably not after the penalties I'm going to get, but...
Well, we'll see.
But
But
hey,
any-
we'll see, mate.
anyway-
but for now,
Next week is hopefully going to be better for you. Hopefully a bit
Yeah,
a lot cleaner.
what even is the next week's track?
Barcelona.
Barcelona, I have no idea if the Bentley's any good there. I'm not very good there to begin with, so...
It's a difficult track, so I'll give you that.
We'll have to get some practice in for that one. A lot more than usual. So it's gonna be good fun. I was running with 3 warnings for about 40 minutes. There's a couple of times I was really on the edge of the DT. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
yeah.
great talking to you. Well done.
Yeah,
I know
worries.
not what you wanted, but still a great result.
No,
regardless.
it wasn't the best race. And the ones that were in the VC with me will kind of I was a little bit vocal at some points.
Yeah, I can definitely
for-
imagine what you were saying.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
Mhm.
There was 3 instances where I was taken out, and I'm just not best pleased about that. But look, it is what it is. At the end of the day, that's what next week's for, to beat them all again.
Yep, exactly. Well, great talking to you, and we'll see you next week, Barry.
Yep, see you ahead.
see you, bro.
And next up, we're gonna get. So, who won in Jack Wetgay. Jack Wet,
Jack, how you doing?
Hello there.
welcome in. P1 in class. What was it? Where did you finish? Top 20?
Top 20 overall, yeah.
Pretty
Wow,
impressive
that's
for an
good.
AM driver, eh?
I mean, I gotta say so as well.
How did that happen?
Well, a bit of skill, of course, but also a lot of luck, I will have to say. And a bit of help from another toga driver.
Oh, go on. Do tell us.
Had some help from Ethan holding up the car I was fighting with.
All right, interesting. Well,
Nothing illegal, and
nothing legal,
in
at
the
least,
end-
yeah.
and in the end, the car I was fighting with just got impatient, sent it up Ethan, and spun himself out.
Wow,
Ah,
that's yeah.
not
Yeah,
ideal,
this
is
Good
it?
for you, lads.
Now, do you think you'll be moved up to silver, or you think you're going to be staying in AM?
I will say I do hope I get moved to silver. I do think so because I don't think I'm the only AM that'll be moved to silver. I think the guy I was fighting with also will be because we were quite high up for AM drivers in my opinion. But I guess I'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, fair.
Mm.
And what's your hopes for the rest of the season? Do you think you can, if you stay in AM, do you think you can keep, podium fights up, or if you go to silver, do you think you can sort of fight for the higher positions?
If I stay in AM, I definitely think I can keep like top 3 going the entire season. If my pace stays like this, if I go to silver, I should be able to fight for top midfield. I would say.
Pretty good then. Well, been great talking to
Well
you,
done,
Jack.
mate. No,
Congratulations on the P1.
you did very well today.
thank
Hope
you.
to see you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
See you then.
I'm excited.
Thank you. Next up, we've got Gilham Goncalves. Gilham Goncalves, P2 in AM class. How was that for you?
Hi.
Hello.
All right, I think.
Clean race?
No.
No? Okay.
No. What was
No,
what was
I
a highlight of it for you?
I mean, I had contact in turn 1. I had like a minute of damage all race. Then I got spun in lap 1. So it wasn't nice. The car was a bit understeery. Then I had a battle with Davis. Really close for like 10 laps. And then, yeah, I just sent it down the inside.
Fair enough.
As soon as I got in the high curve, ABS kicked in and
Bong.
fair play. He gave me enough space, just about. But
The
Ah,
rest
it's
was
always good.
history.
Yeah.
the rest was
say.
history, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Some moves were a bit on the edge. I was trying to switch back on him because I was getting so much better traction. But they just, I don't know, rocket.
A rocket.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice. Well, congratulations on P2, and we'll see you next week, I hope.
Thank you.
Right, let's go one more.
We're going to get in Reese. Reese didn't finish on the podium today, but he finished P4. We spoke about him a lot. He was doing very, very well until his drive-through, but recovery drive into P4 is absolutely incredible. Reese, well done.
Hello, Reese.
Hello.
How
May
was
I
that?
ask, what was the drive-through for? Sorry, I just want to ask that.
Well, I'd need to look at the replay, but it looks as though I got 2 speed tokens in one corner.
Oh,
I deserved at least
no.
1, but I went from 1 to 3 very, very quickly.
That's
So I need
not,
to look back on it.
that's not ideal, is it?
Not ideal. However, I was, I think I came out in like P43 from the
Yeah.
drive-through. But to
Jeez.
finish P25 overall and P4 in class is not too bad. Yeah, the pace at the end was blistering. I can't lie.
Yeah, I saw
I don't know
you.
where it came from.
It was pretty crazy. I saw you coming through the pack and obviously, trying to stay out of the way of lapping cars, but no, you were pretty rapid.
Yeah, I mean, towards the end, I did one overtake. Got excited about the setup actually working across the curves, and I was like, right, that's it, and just full floored it. I caught. I think I made up like 3 or 4 positions.
That's really good.
Well,
yeah.
That's very good. Well, you know what? The drive-through obviously didn't help. The finish was still good. And one thing I'd like to say is, my vote anyway, nicest car on track.
Of course.
Without a doubt.
I mean, it's kind of no competition, really.
Yeah.
Anyone with eyes would agree with you.
Yep.
Yep.
Apologies to anyone out there who's made their own livery.
But mine beats
But-
yours.
My brother in Christ, the car I'm driving is gorgeous.
Absolutely. Well, we agree with you. It's a lovely sight to see. Yeah, I certainly love to see it. I kept looking back on you every once in a while, just checking how you were. And it was
Just-
always a nice little.
You just wanted to look at the. You just
Yeah,
wanted to look at the car.
Yeah,
that's what-
yeah, of course I did.
Well,
No, I didn't really care where you were. I just wanted to see the car. No,
Alan.
no, yeah.
well done, though. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
See ya.
We're now going to get in Michael Pocamandi, who, let's see where he finished. Michael.
Hey,
Hello.
how was that for you then? Did you
Ninth
enjoy
in
it?
class, I think it was that you finished. Ninth in class?
I don't know. I just took the race how it went and didn't look for any positions really. After such a long break, coming back and having a fairly good race on a track I don't really like, I'm happy. I had one drive-through, used a bit too many speed tokens, and kept myself otherwise fairly clean. So maybe no post-race penalty for me. Hopefully.
It's a good sign.
Definitely.
And otherwise, yeah, if I wouldn't have had that drive-through, maybe I could have finished further positions up. I was about 9 seconds behind Kieran and had a little bit of a long distance battle with him. One lap I catch up a bit, a few tenths, and then the next lap I lose a few tenths, and in the end it was like a 10-second gap. Scariest thing of all was Hunter, who dive bombed me on the last lap after the quick ride on the second or third sector. Third sector it should be. He made my race interesting in the last few minutes, let's say like that.
He
was
made it a bit
battling
spicy.
himself and just sent it because I was wasting time.
Wow. Well, great race from you, Michael. Glad to have you back, and sorry for getting you back into ACC, I guess.
Well, the question is for how long, because my gas pedal is kinda destroying itself.
Oh no.
I can't apply full pressure anymore, or at least it doesn't want to apply the full pressure into the game anymore. So maybe it's time for a setup upgrade, I guess.
Possibly.
Well, you can
Could
do
be
that, but
decent.
there's also a setting in game that you can change. I'm pretty sure where it changes the sensitivity, which
I did it.
well, oh, did you? Okay.
I put it from 50 to 100%.
Oh my, wow. Okay.
And I didn't. At sometimes I couldn't even reach like for 100% throttle
Jeez.
because yeah. I mean, I'm using this wheel and these pedals for like 4 years straight now.
Quite a long
Right,
time
so
now.
Wear and tear.
Fairly while, yeah, fair while.
Well, great
So
talking to you,
maybe
Michael.
Can we look into that? Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a great race.
I'm glad to
and
have you back. Repping the
Until
team.
next week. Yeah. I mean, I've got nothing better to do.
Fair enough. We'll see you next week, Michael.
All right then. Bye bye.
Next up, we're going to get Paul Sadlowski, who was our P1 in class for silver and finished a remarkable 4th position overall. Welcome in, Paul. Congratulations on your P1.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
How was
Well,
that? That was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously not supposed to be in silver, let's be honest.
We'll have a look at that. Yep.
Really? What gave that away?
I don't know. No, but it was a fun battle I had in the start of the race till like the pit stops. Had an unfortunate incident.
Oh no.
Which yeah, basically costed me the chance of P3. But for the first race, at least in the front, it was clean, which is the most important part.
Yeah.
And very close as well.
Absolutely. There was quite a few very, very close moments where I was like, ooh, what's going to happen? But yeah, that was really good driving from you, and quite surprising considering the lap times that you sent us for the start of the season. We were very surprised with your lap times in qualifying, and then obviously insane pace throughout the race.
I gotta be honest, I don't think I even sent you lap times at all. Because I joined last minute. I was like with one of the last people to join the league. So I didn't know about anything about sending lap time.
Maybe I got your lap times from LFM, and maybe those ones aren't your best lap times. We'll see.
Oh no, LFM from you is just messing around a bit. Like I didn't drive for the last 4 months now.
Oh right.
So for me this is all just fun. I just want to have good battles. I don't care if I win or lose. That's why I made a mistake in the fast right-hand turn. But I let the other Mustang and the Porsche through.
Yeah.
Because they were in class battling. I was like, I'm gonna just, pull out of this, leave you guys to it.
Keep it safe for you as well.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to crash anyone out, obviously, and you don't want to, ruin your own race and someone else's. What was that for him?
You don't want to ruin someone else's race, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah.
It can get a bit messy, obviously, like, with, let's call it slower drivers in the field to also drive, varying lines.
Yeah.
Like, I tried a switchback on one I wanted to lap, and then all of a sudden he stayed on the side I wanted to go through. So you quickly have to, make up your mind, change the line, and it all needs to happen in like a split second, obviously.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would just crash. But I think this season could be a very interesting one.
Absolutely. I think from what we've seen today already, absolutely thrilling, exciting, and some seriously good competition.
Yeah, I got a bit shocked by Townsend, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because he was like by far the fastest guy on the practice server, and I don't know if he had the same problem like me, because in quali everything was fine, and at the race start 1 everything was fine as well, And then the second race started, and I had no grip. The tire pressures were all over the place. I got no temps in my tires.
Yeah.
I was just sliding everywhere. So maybe he had the same problem. Obviously, the Porsche could have had the same problem as well, but it made it impossible to keep up with the first two guys.
Definitely.
We battled at the start, and then we already were like 5 seconds down, and then you had the tire problems that never got on pressure. So yeah. And then in the second stint, I tried to correct them, and then they were way too high, and I was like, fine. That's it then, I guess.
We're gonna have to deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it happens. ACC is not,
no, exactly.
fully, fully without mistakes or faults. So, but it happens.
It happens. Well, you had a great race anyway, so I think that's one thing to take on. And massive congratulations. That was absolutely insane from you.
Thank you for the commentary as well.
All good.
And have a good evening, boys.
Thank you, boy.
Cheers, mate.
See you later. Well, we're going to leave it at that for our interviews. We've had pretty much all the class winners and podium people, so it's been great talking to you all. Thank you all for joining us for round 1 of season 4. Absolutely incredible race that we had today, and we'll see you again next week, same time, and we'll be at Barcelona.
Goodbye, guys. Thank you very much all for joining. See you later.